you know.
Already am.
Yeah, we'll just kind of. I won't do the intro. Yeah. I'll give her like 2 minutes.
Penny, come, Penny.
Also, let's also get rivals.
We much prefer you on the Kerbal streams than
everybody comes for Pooch streams.
I fucking.
Gotta shake that money maker.
I had to leave. I had to leave like this morning, and the fucking face my dog gave me the entire time was just.
Not
it
good.
was. It was such. I felt so guilt tripped by a fucking dog.
Yeah, they can do that.
I know.
Cats are the same.
It's incredibly demoralizing.
Cats are worse.
I disagree.
Well, okay, we had her for a second. Hi, Ojuku.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh fuck! Okay, no, fine.
She was here. She has gone.
She says she can't connect. That was weird.
Missing Penny.
No, Penny, come back.
She's just off screen.
Oh, thank God! I thought she'd abandoned us.
Interesting that she can't connect.
Never far.
I'm sorry for those watching on the stream who have just got like a giant face of me and Kazoo, because they're the only people that can.
That's horrifying.
Yes, but it's like, but because of how the cutting is going, it's half my face, half Kazoo's face, because with a black bar down the middle. Yeah.
I don't even see myself in there.
I gotta see this.
Weird.
Well, I don't have to see this. I don't know. Oh no! First, I've got to have an advert for something.
Okay, you need to lean. Oh no, it's been fixed now. It's fine.
Damn it!
She's here.
Oh, Discord crashed. That's great.
And Borgvard condition.
It's a running theme in my tabletop
Well, I don't have
adventures
to see this. I don't know.
What? Discord crashing?
No, Borgvard.
Server location.
Borgvard.
I will switch the server location.
Flee to Austria or wherever Central Europe servers are.
I'm going to go to US East. USA! USA!
Sounds weird in a British accent.
It sounds terrible just normally, but especially in a British accent.
I prefer USB personally.
USB-C! USB-C! Because that's what charges my phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
We really kill the creep factor with all this nonchalant talking at the beginning in terms of like we chat some really random shit and then go, hi, yeah, we're going to talk about child murder.
Last week in my Call of Cthulhu: The Rim of Madness series, I founded a cult, and then I decided to build individual prisoner cells. And thinking ahead, I built them off the back of the temple.
Nice.
So that way, when it came time to do a human sacrifice,
efficient.
They just had to open the door behind the altar, and they just had a panoply of prisoners there. Just drag them right back out. It's just real efficient. Just murder.
Basically, you kind of just mass-produced murder, hadn't you? That's what you did.
Really industrialized.
Just like go in, pick your victim.
I know the mod author for that. I'll give him a message and say that you're requesting some sort of conveyor belt system from prison cells to altars. Yeah, that'd be good.
What you really want is like a giant,
I could really go for a smash-up between RimWorld and Factorio.
What you really want on the arcade machine like claw.
Factrimulo?
Just pick up a luck of the draw.
Like a claw.
Mom.
Oh, cheers, thank you.
Midge Mom.
I'm going to enjoy some gnocchi.
Hey,
Not on stream, Mitch, Jesus.
Yeah. At least do that in your personal time.
I think that's against the terms of service.
Well, I fucking hope so, but...
You left yourself open for that one, Mitch.
Oh, yeah.
She was there a minute, and then she's gone, and now she's back. And then she's gone again. And she's back again.
Stuck in networking limbo by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Has she
a little
tried? If
I used to
unless
have
if it's not
place
stable
there.
now,
It's
like, has she tried connecting through Discord on the computer, like on a web browser?
Hello there, God. How are you today?
She can't even connect voice, let alone camera, so that's an issue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Has she tried not through the thing?
God says hi, Midge.
I know. I can read the
restart
chat.
call might be an idea. Mitch.
Restart the call.
Yeah.
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 Okay. That requires all of us to leave, so don't just tell me.
Yep.
Waiting on rival.
Well.
Hi.
Well, hello.
Guten Tag, Frauleins.
Is it working though?
Well, we've lost Ben now as well.
Yeah. Oh, this is great.
Which is depressing because now it means we've lost Penny.
Oh no.
Oh, we're on Western Europe again as well.
Yeah.
I'll auto reshuffle back
Ah, Penny's back.
because I started the call from Western Europe.
Can you still see her? No, you can't. She's
No.
still there. She's still
She's
right,
still
like
there.
right here.
She's there.
She's still right here.
Yeah, she's having trouble connecting.
Hold on, I'm gonna ring her.
Yeah, she keeps. She's stuck in yellow connection.
Yeah, she's
That is-
restarting PC now.
Thanks, Brexit.
Thanks, Boris.
Yeah, let's blame Boris.
Though I do have to say, watching the one member majority literally walking away from him while he was giving his speech was pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize how God, what's the word? Uncouth British politics are.
Normally they're very coof.
You just put them in a room and have everybody shout and yell stuff at each other.
Basically, yes.
Or there's that one picture of that one like twat lounging in one of those chairs.
Oh,
like,
Jacob Rees-Mogg, yeah.
uh,
The right honourable gentleman of the 18th century.
why was he laying down like he was like posing for a painting?
I don't know, because he was asleep
He
and
was
he's a
listening
cunt.
for it for 3 hours already, I think. Something like that.
I don't know, I try not to think too much about Jacob Rees-Mogg. For the sake of my
he's got
sanity.
I don't like his name, but that's all I know about him. I don't know anything else.
He's incredibly posh, very elite. Imagine, like, this stereotypical British politician, you've basically, like, over-the-top caricature, and you've basically got him.
Gotcha.
It's like,
Imagine
he's
Boris Johnson.
but worse. He's honestly could be a Charles Dickens novel villain.
Oh,
I could see him walking down an aisle whipping children. To like work on the looms faster.
looms. You send children into the coal mines because they're small. They'll fit into the crevices.
Oh yeah, we used them to open the doors.
Or if you're
They
British,
have
you
no
put 'em-
light for 12 hours a day.
You
then
you're
some
British,
guy
you
would
put
come
them to
by-
work on your warships and call them powder monkeys because it sounds cute.
We also used to have
Powder
workhouses.
monkeys.
Yeah.
That's just all I heard out of that entire conversation. Powder monkeys.
Oh,
Yep.
kids who use cannons.
They would haul the gunpowder back and forth from like the primary magazine to the guns during battle.
Oh,
Also-
safe job. Okay.
Yeah,
Also,
they were
if you
they were
yeah.
small, so they could get through. You know, they can work their way through all the people. You know, fighting easily.
Also, if you were committing the heinous crime of being poor, you'd basically be put into basically a forced labor camp to like work until you weren't poor, which was never because wages weren't great.
That sounds. I mean, what else are you gonna do if you're poor? What else are you gonna do with your time?
Wages pretty much just covered your.
Yeah, the wages exactly covered how much it was for them to keep you. Strange that.
That sounds like a perfect system.
I mean, if you were like not working, it was fantastic. Free labor, basically.
On the bright side, Mitch gets to eat his food.
I'm just finishing up a couple quests in the Barrens.
my drink.
No one can hear.
Yeah.
It doesn't say that.
Well, I can't hear him on YouTube or Twitch.
Oh, apparently no one can hear me on YouTube or Twitch.
That's weird.
Huh.
Yeah, because I'm getting definite things sent out, so...
I mean, we can't hear you either. I'm just assuming what your side of the conversation is and filling in
I'm actually a
blanks.
great lip reader.
Yeah.
You guys are evil, and I hate you all.
Well, thank you.
We've all
You
played
all
Dungeons
need
and
to
Dragons
die.
before. We're all evil.
Comes as part of the
All
parcel.
need to die.
Hey,
Oh, I hear your voice.
I hear voice.
Well, I heard
Okay.
I heard a female exclamation. That's it.
It's half of it. That's something.
Alright.
Okay, wow. Okay, so it took ages to connect, even on the phone, and it's
Okay, well I'm
clearly
doing it
quite...
on 2 different channels now, so... One of them should work.
Wait, you're on the phone now.
Discord
shit.
app on the phone.
Yes, he is restarting.
Ah.
So, while that's happening,
Well, there was a Windows update, and it fucked up everybody's everything.
Yeah, that's why.
I'm just
Oh, again. Huh.
I haven't got it yet.
Yeah, I had to.
You'll enjoy it.
I had to reinstall sound drivers twice. It was great.
Oh, I've not gotten a warning
It's funny
yet.
how Windows updates always fuck up everything relating audio.
Do you know why that is?
Yeah.
It's because if you use any third-party programs that require sound, they automatically lose all their permissions because the Windows update updates
so you know-
Windows Basic sound driver, and it forces it to take precedent.
So
Of course it does.
literally
Why-
every content creator.
Yeah.
Why are Windows just like George Lucas? They get progressively worse and worse the more work they do.
So everyone on my channel, I just want to say sorry about that, guys. I've just had to completely create a new audio input capture for the streaming.
Oh, that's just great.
So I had to just set the whole thing up on the fly, which is amazing that I actually managed to do that without screwing everything up.
Oh, I love
Yes,
that.
yes, you're very impressive.
Every once in a while, when my streaming software crashes, which it hasn't done it in a while, but it used to do it a lot. It would delete all saved settings when it crashed. So I'd be in the middle of a stream, and the thing would crash, and I'd be like, "Oh fuck! I set all this shit up a year ago. I don't remember what any of these settings are. I gotta throw it all together right now."
And it ends up looking slightly better than it did when you did it the first time round.
So, Para, did
Yeah.
you connect through mobile?
yeah, I'm on the mobile right now.
Yeah. Okay, so it's definitely PC end is what I was trying to work out, rather than internet or account end.
Still, but it did eventually connect.
Oh,
so
God.
there is with the PC.
Yes, you called?
It's okay now.
Is the PC updating?
Oh God.
It is slowly. Well, it's slowly. Is what it is.
It's slowly,
I
okay.
haven't seen it yet. Give me a chance, guys. I'm still trying to fix my PC. I can
Gotta-
technically put a camera on my phone, but also nobody wants that. Me trying to hold it while he's hearing everything you say.
Did I actually find a piece of gear that fits me?
See, I was just waiting for something to go wrong because last time I brought my PC up to my uni town, like the first time I was playing like RPGs on it, like half of the components just fell out because they got loose in like the journey up.
Whoa. Oh my God, that sounds horrific.
I know. I suddenly like random parts of my
I'll be
PC
back in a
started losing power. So I think like the main power, whatever it's the thing, like the multi-point thing, parts of them were coming unseated, and so suddenly like like my graphics card, and several other components no longer have power.
I mean, like
Nice.
on my computer, everything in there is super tight. If something fell out, is because like something horrific must have happened.
No, I mean to be fair, I hadn't opened it for like a year at this point.
Oh, you're supposed to clean the inside of that thing out, man.
I know, I was a stupid kid, alright.
Your poor computer.
But yeah, I'm just half expecting it to fucking explode or something, because It was not a forgiving journey up.
Like I clean out the inside of my thing like every 2 weeks.
Kazoo, are you coming out of a different mic other than your headphone mic today?
No, I have no other mic. The reason
I'm
it's
gonna
echoing
try and
is
again.
I'm in like a really high-roofed room.
Can you
With
do
not
me
a
a
lot
click
in it.
test? Go and then bring it
Click
closer
test.
to your mic. So click far away and bring it close to your mic.
I can't click.
You can't do this.
Hang on.
Do the Welsh not have knuckles?
Hold on, guys. Just stop clicking when I'm trying to hear him. Okay, yeah, it's just definitely the one on his thing. It's just, yeah.
Sounds better.
Yeah, I can't click, but I can.
Hello,
Hello.
Para.
Break your knuckles.
Ah!
They're not broken.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I can just snap them. Or click them
Yes!
even.
I can snap every finger
Okay,
individually.
this is fine.
Okay, hello.
The connection is awful.
Hello.
The connection is awful. I'm not going to be able to put your stream up because apparently our internet is having problems, which is why everything's shit. But
Right.
it's fine. But it's. I'll just
Jolly good.
It's
deal
fine.
with it.
Okay.
It's fine. Let me zoom myself in.
No worries. While that happens, finally tonight, we can begin.
Get the. Oh god, I have to remember what my accent is.
So, last time you joined us,
Let go.
our intrepid investigators made very good progress on the case, with spending their day searching through one of the local forests. Specifically, I'm going to just drag you all back to the map of St. Craythorne, where they have very nicely doodled over Friar's Forest, which is to the south west of town. I cannot bring that up on my stream unless I do. Like, this is going well. Oh no. Oh, okay. There we are. Friar's Forest. And within this town, or within this forest, they found a clearing. And in said clearing, they made a relatively major discovery. Within the clearing stood a well. A well that was not just a well. In fact, it was also a tomb. And entombed in said tomb was unfortunately the bodies of 2 children that went missing 20 years prior. Although not the children that the group were looking for, it did bring a close, well, a relative close, to a long forgotten, not forgotten, a long unanswered question. But it did present more questions, and with this, the group went back into town, spent some time doing. That's Rival gone. Oh no, Rival back.
He asked why we're all frozen.
Yeah, his face was frozen, this sort of comical, like, smile point, and it was like...
I thought that
Oh,
was just
I
him
don't wanna
holding
interrupt
that.
your recap.
Okay. We're gonna do a network reset in the house. But I remember what happened, so just
Okay.
carry on.
Okay. And the group went and they did their own thing for a little bit, and then I need to make sure that Rival's stream can hear this before we continue.
Technical difficulties.
Oh god, we're full of them tonight. Full of the technical difficulties.
Christ.
Full of the technical beans. Just gotta turn off webcams on this stream for a moment. And yes, the group. Just checking on Rivals if we can be heard. Boo!
Oh,
I think all internet is Britain, his foot is going down.
it's starting to look like it. Jesus.
Next Kazoo's gonna go, then I'm gonna go, and...
And it's just us.
Hey, hello, Remo. Yeah, Discord's being weird on Rival's end, is it? Interesting. Yeah, we saw, so we've paused the recap for the moment. Nice.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I've got his stream open. I was just like, can he still hear us? No, he cannot. The elder ones of the internet require their sacrifice. Okay, give me a moment.
Does anyone have a goat handy?
Kalima!
Binks might be right there, about the right size.
Oh my god. You'd sacrifice your cat for good internet?
No, he's too fat and cute.
Don't. Doing things to cats on the internet has brought streamers bad luck at the moment.
Wait, is that really? Wait, who did what to a cat?
Someone tried to feed one vodka a while back.
And threw it away. Just
Oh
like
yeah, there was the one
over-
that threw one as well.
No, it's the same one.
Oh, was it? I thought it was a different person.
Animals on Twitch.
Yeah, I
I
know.
don't know.
Oh god.
Like,
Okay,
there was that
Para's
stupid
trying to-
YouTube bitch who was like spitting on her dog.
Right, Para's back, but we've lost Rival.
Wait, it's going really well, guys.
Yeah.
Figured out what's going on.
Well, I'm gonna quickly switch the region back to Western Europe, and hopefully that'll help Rival.
Just had someone dropping something in my kitchen. That's great.
Rival's back.
Ah,
I switched the region.
Yay!
I switched the
now we lost
region,
Para.
but we lost Para. Fuck! Ah, it's musical chairs. No, she's there. She's there. Okay.
I was just like,
It's like
everything's
a
gone
musical
very
chairs and
quiet for a
players.
sec.
Okay. Right, let's continue this recap before anything else happens.
Can we?
Just
Oh.
go, just go.
So,
everyone just.
Everybody came back to
Well, we can
town.
see that.
Everybody came back to town, and in town, they spent some downtime before going to a meeting with the
We went to the
inspector.
cafe and then we went to Bobby's grandfather's. You can't just say downtime. If you're doing a recap, we recap.
Do you want to do the
Have a
recap?
sandwich.
Do you want to do the recap?
Alright, the game's great.
I'm trying to get to the game. Okay.
Hey, bitch, you want to do a one-shot in March in person so we can scream at each other in real life?
No, because I fear for the people of the Netherlands.
Alright.
So, after some downtime and some collection of thoughts, the group went for a meeting with the inspector, who praised them for their day's work, and somewhat grilled them on their interest of the case. But he seemed satisfied. It was only when they left that they realized something was wrong. Many people in the town were out, more than that were helping with the searches, and there was a murmur throughout town that a body had been found. So, investigators, it is getting dark. Well, it is dark actually at this point. You're in this town square. What would you like to do?
So these murmurs. That
Figure out what's going on.
Are people going in a direction or something, or is it just like murmurs generally?
Some people are standing and talking. You see some people getting in cars. You see a number of people like gathering together. A few people have walked off towards the south of town.
I'm gonna just sort of like not like go towards them and just say, you said there was a body that's been discovered.
Let me just check. Who was it that heard?
I heard. I remember. I heard, I think.
We
Very excited
we all
as I heard.
we all.
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
Arthur was the only person that failed,
Oh, fuck.
so you wouldn't know who to ask.
I can definitely go there. I mean, inquisitive as I am. Anyway.
Okay. So you want to just go up to someone?
Yeah, basically the first group I see is like, there's a body found? Where and who?
Apparently so. They found one of the bodies out in the bogs. It's not looking good.
What? One of the bodies of who? They don't know?
Well, it's one of the girls. It's a hearsay and rumor. I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it. It's in the box, you say.
Apparently.
Right. I'm heading back to the group then. We should probably head for the box. If there's a body found there.
Wait, we're going to go into the bogs in the middle of the night where there's a fresh carcass?
I, for one, want to opt out. I'd like to go and see Belinda.
I'm not loving the idea of fishing a bog body.
You don't have to fish. There's plenty of people doing that for you.
Okay.
Just admit that you don't want to smear your clothing.
I'm not entirely sure that I feel comfortable going to the bogs this late at night, especially if something has happened, especially after what we've learnt today. Perhaps some of us could go. But not. I don't. Silence. No one wants to.
I mean, I've already said I will go with a group if somebody can drive us.
I can drive.
I can drive.
Very well.
I remembered how to talk. It's been a couple of weeks, but don't worry.
You can drive us. Only problem is the bogs is quite a large area. We don't. The person wasn't hugely descriptive of where they'd been found. I doubt they'd know.
Very true.
Hang on, does the inspector even know this? If it's just,
You could ask to ride with him, perhaps.
That might
I
be
should
an
probably
idea.
go tell him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go back inside the building.
No, we'll
Before you even get inside the building, you see the inspector and a number of police officers. The inspector's putting on his long jacket with it. He's got an electric lamp with him, and a load of the other police officers have got tools, shall we say, and they're all loading it into a car.
I'm just gonna go over.
Yep.
So a body's been found?
Yeah. So I've just been told we're heading out to go find out who it is and cordon off the area.
Could I make a persuasion?
Yeah, go for it. Give me a persuasion.
Wait, just out of curiosity, what are you persuading him to do right now?
To let me join them.
Oh, close.
That's not.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Just you, or
I'm still here.
I'm gonna.
I was also planning to join, but
Well, I have that thing tomorrow, so I'd rather not
Well,
go wandering around the
you do have a funeral, don't you?
preparations.
Didn't we have a plan? Were we gonna go to the church?
As things changed, it's like
I think we
mate.
were. gonna go.
Borgvard Gunderson actually like allowed at the church again. It's been a while.
Question
Been a
mark.
day.
A whole day. A whole day.
It's been one day. I'm sure he's forgotten me.
are you coming or not?
Might be.
I'll come.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. One of you. Do you have a car with you?
drive.
Because
I
okay,
have a car.
if you follow us down, then
driving.
that'll be that'll be fine. And he jumps in the back of the paddy wagon, and
Getting some damn use out of this car.
turns down. So yes, who is following the police car? So it's rival Kazoo. So it's Willem, Arthur, and Lord Forrest Hartwell.
I'll hop in the artist's car.
Military.
And so team journal military.
Journal military.
Journal military.
Indicative.
Journal military just sounds like an actor from South Africa. Hello, my name is Journal military. That was a really bad South African accent today. Oh my goodness. I'm not warm.
Do that again.
Peter
Conflict
Piper.
journalism.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
war
war
correspondent.
journalist.
War correspondent.
Yeah.
That's a thing, and Willem did it. So,
Just not with a South African accent, although they might have mistaken me for it.
yeah, that's very true because of Dutch. So and then that leaves Borgvard, Artemis, and Bobby. You're in town. What are you doing? Are you being lapped up into the hysteria, or are we doing something else?
The meantime, we could try and see if we could find. Wait, have I told anyone else about Belinda yet?
I don't remember the name.
No, you've kept that one to yourself.
You said
Oh.
that one, and I was just like, maybe I missed it in the notes
No.
because I couldn't.
Okay. Well, okay. No, that was I asked my. Anyway, in the meantime, I was speaking to my maid last night, and apparently, Katie's closest friend was a girl called Belinda. We could try and speak to her and see if she might know more about who Katie might have been visiting on Church Street. I still think that it might have been a male admirer, so her best friend is likely to know.
Okay.
Just silence.
I'm honestly I can't
Crickets.
remember how to do my accent, and I'm trying to I gotta differentiate out of character.
Norwegian.
You sound like West
It's
Country at
Borg.
this point.
How do you say Borgvard in a Norwegian accent? No, it's like a songful German is Norwegian.
Yeah, there you go. It's like a sing-song dramatic language.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like Rammstein?
Christ. Oh, Borgvard!
That's a bit more.
Yeah, just a massive.
That's a bit too much, man.
Yeah, that was a bit. That was more. That was a bit more.
That's for when you
Anyway.
the salmon.
Yeah, that was. I like the idea that you fail your sanity check and you just go to download.
I'm curious about the concept of doing this in the middle of the night.
It's not though, is it? It's only like we had lunch and then we went to Bobby's granddad's house and then we went to the inspector. I feel like it would be evening.
Your meeting with the inspector was at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay, well
so
I'm aiming for it being like post school and maybe post dinner, but she'd still be awake. She's like 16. She's not gonna go to bed at 10.
It's Coronation Street on.
Like, would
After
it
Coronation.
be weird if a bunch of if a bunch of strangers showed up to your doorstep at like 9 p.m. and asking questions? would
One
that
familiar
come off?
person and 2 strangers.
Yeah, like I'm annoyed.
Although the 2 strangers going with her are horribly mutilated.
But one is a semi-local, so
No offense to Bobby and Borgvard, but
We're too fat.
Bobby and Borgvard with their missing body parts.
You know
Bobby
what?
is
You know what?
local, right?
You're a local. I'll let you take the wheel. I'll just tag along.
Borgfard is just really
I'll
damn
just-
attractive. So maybe
That is true.
You
He
know
is.
what?
Like-
I could flirt my way in. I'll hit on her mom.
Oh, okay, I'm glad you clarified that you weren't going to be hitting on the 16-year-old. Because that brings in a whole new different story arc.
But the 16-year-old will be very charmed by this attractive.
I mean,
foreigner.
you could get married to her in this kind of day and age, so
who knows?
not unheard of.
Okay,
Less
have fun with
likely in this year, but it still happens. Still happens today. Let's face it. If you go to Scotland. No. I say that because you can get married at 16 in Scotland without parental thing. That was my. Not that the Scottish are all married.
You don't want to get married. You just go north of the
You just dunking on the Scottish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Just
What did they do to upset you?
I'm a
right.
quarter offended.
Duncan's also quite Scottish now.
Okay. Right. So we've got 2 teams. Let us go.
You got Team Bog and Team Sexy.
I am missing.
Morgan team sex.
I'm missing a sheet of paper.
I got too close to the sexy and got burned.
It's like he's like the sexy version of Icarus. Is that what we're going with?
He's too hot.
God damn.
He flew too close to the sun.
I mean, I'm assuming you didn't incur that injury during sex.
You are channeling your professional.
It was this night with candles, and it just.
Hot wax,
Yeah,
man.
shopping
Hot
night.
wax.
I'll say
That'd be a
that.
pretty severe friction burn.
Oil-based lubricant and an open flame doesn't go very well.
Okay, moving on very swiftly.
Demonetized.
Yeah, immediately. Red Moogle, I'm going to need chocolate for this stream.
Wait, no, isn't chocolate an aphrodisiac?
Yep. I think
So that's a really weird request after that conversation. I
One question.
unfortunately
Why is there a bunch of drawing all over Friar's Forest?
Oh, that was them
That's the
marking their path. I am unfortunately missing some of my notes.
That sounds like not a great start.
Notes were
Improvise.
that case.
So we're going to start with the notes that I've definitely got, and jump with the people looking for the body. Okay, so Hartwell, you see this? Is it the other two of you in the back of the car or the front?
I'm sitting in the front with.
Never mind. I'm in the back.
Oh no, there's three seats in the front. It's one of those.
Oh, okay. I'll be at the front then.
It's one handbrake, two. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Gotta love old cars.
One of these days, I really hope that the seating arrangements matters when the bullets start flying through the car.
I do have to drive auto, so.
Of course, that's a thing, Ben. There's car chases in this game. Like a specific thing. No, but there's like hashed out rules for it. It's good fun. So yes, you progress down the southern road of town, and you begin to pass farms on the left. You can see them in the headlamps before the police wagon turns off down a dirt path that seems to run between a number of the farms, taking you towards the east and into the bogs. You clear the farms after about 10-15 minutes driving, and you have to go quite slow, so it takes a bit longer. You think, like, this isn't really a road meant for cars, but needs must. And the paddy wagon pulls up just before you get into the main marshy land where tyre wheels, you fear, may not do you well, and the policemen unload from the vehicle. The inspector comes over and he says, right, it's this way apparently. There should be someone with it currently. Do you guys have torches? Do you want to borrow one?
No, I got my own.
Damn it, I have on the boot of my car. Fuck.
Is yours on you as well, Willem? Because you're in the car, it's not on your back.
Yeah, I've got mine because I had mine at the well as well.
Oh, of course, no worries. And, Hartwell, do you require a torch?
I'm just checking.
Okay.
But yes, I'd like a torch.
Okay, they hand one out as a... They're a bit finicky, and they do every now and then drop out. It's we've been waiting.
I've used their kind before.
Yeah. Anyway, come on this way. So the 3 of you plus 5, the 8 of you begin trudging through this. You can't really. It's weird. It's not really a swamp, but it's very marshy ground, very soft ground, and the mud sinks down in places. Huh?
Like Fenland, or sort of.
Yeah.
Bouncy.
It's like bouncy, and then you'll hit a pocket, and your foot will just go through. And yeah, there's a slight uneasy smell to the ground. It's like where you get dirt mixed with tar, and it's
So
kind of
peaty.
a bit peat bog.
It's peat bog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peat bog makes sense.
And yeah, it's got that sort of pungent, thick aroma to the air, which kind of makes the area feel warmer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you progress through.
It's not a place you want an explosion.
It's also something I am not gonna light up right now.
And
Just to be safe, because that shit is flammable.
And it's another about 10-15 minutes walking when you see a torchlight ahead, and they sort of wave with the torch, and the inspector waves back, and there you see the remaining bobbies stood around. Hold on, let me get the graphic up.
Oh, I'm sure this would be horrifying.
Oh, happy days.
Oh, that's a carcass, like face down.
A female individual, face down, in what looks like a thicker part of the bog, but
Query.
in the recent days that the thickness has sort of dried up and she's become stuck.
Is she missing a hand, or do you not want to draw fingers?
I can't draw fingers, but that is a closed fist.
Ah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
That's her right hand.
Someone should look in that first.
I'm going to.
Hold on. Let me do the rest of the description.
No, I'm doing spot hidden.
I had this bit of paper like 10 seconds ago.
It's been a gaming daytime. It's been like 3 freaking weeks for me in time.
Yeah, that's very true. So the body is half sunken into the marshy peat bog.
I'm okay.
The police have yet to remove the body, and are yet to have discerned a cause of death. Looking even on this level, though, you can see that there is heavy wounds to the body. All sorts. There's, to put it lightly, there's bits missing. There's gashes. It would be... You see a number of wounds to this poor soul that could easily be the cause of death. And she's not even out of the bog yet.
Can we see what she's wearing? In the light of the torches.
You can see what her top half is wearing.
Is that, can you describe that for us? Is that like...
It's a dark blue, like blouse, from what you can see. Maybe small fragments of what could have been a cardigan. It's really hard to see considering the amount of damage to the body.
So she was wearing these clothes when she was damaged because you can see the wounds through the clothes?
Yes.
Can I do a spot hidden for the surrounding area?
You can try. I'm gonna need some dice.
Never mind.
Oh yeah, never mind. It looks like a peat. Looks like okay.
It's green or purple? It's green, isn't it?
It's the green one.
I'll help.
I failed even worse. That's pathetic.
That's... wow. Yeah, and your spot hidden is a lot higher as well.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, thank fuck.
It's a peat bog.
And for Kazoo?
It's a peat bog.
It's a peat bog.
I'm
Okay.
convinced.
Are you collecting the rolls?
Hmm?
Are you collecting the rolls again?
What do you mean collecting the rolls?
Like, we were all working together.
Oh, group roll. No, that was not a group roll, but because of the time of day it is, and them only having torchlight and it being an unfamiliar surrounding, there were certain modifier dice, which I rolled then. It's a peat bog.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sort of go over to the like sort of group of bobbies, and you sort of say, "How long ago was this found, and by who?"
The Bobby consults the notes.
No, I'm sorting something on the stream.
You see the buffering running in his eyes.
Sorry, can you repeat your question for me?
How long ago was she found, and by who?
Found about an hour ago. By one of the search parties.
Do we have any idea who it is yet?
It would be impossible to say until we get her out. I don't know why, but I'm still doing the inspector's voice. It's not meant to be the inspector. No, it's just, it is Vind that was talking to you.
So, about an hour ago, that would be basically around when we entered the police station.
Bit longer.
Wait. How long did it take them to get here?
30 minutes-ish.
30 minutes.
50-minute drive, 50-minute walk.
Oh,
So
okay.
it would also take 30 minutes to get to town.
Okay.
We should probably. I am gonna have a closer look. That closed fist and just see if there's anything in there. Like as I'm getting close, do any of the officers react or just?
Hold on.
I like that you're just kind of creeping in, just sort of edging towards the body,
No, none of them do.
Do they see me?
Stealth.
Well, I know they see one. I know they see me, but
I'm just I was trying to get into the head of forensic science. Not really a thing.
No.
No, they don't stop you.
Okay, I'm just gonna trying to open her hand, but try and just turn it over, I guess, so I could see she was grasping anything tightly.
I'll shine a light on the
You're
hand.
touching the body?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Ex-military, he doesn't care.
I don't get.
He's touched dead
Oh,
bodies
yeah,
before.
yeah,
Oh, no,
Muzz.
That's not what I'm weirded out about.
Yeah.
It's just
I need a
random
sand
people
check
coming
from
up.
you.
I'm just gonna grab
Yeah,
this.
was afraid of that. Should have
Sorry.
said something.
Yeah, I
Alright,
realised
no.
that we got the 2 military people, but
Trade send check?
yes, please.
Wait, why am I at 40? How the hell did I lose?
That's probably your your maximum you can lose before you. Is it the farthest left?
Oh yeah, it's the first number.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, no. Oh, that's not good.
You take
Just
1
on
point
the
of
edge.
sanity damage.
Question: Don't you only take sanity damage sanity check the first time you see something horrible like this, or?
It's
It's a different kind of.
he hasn't seen a. He's seen a dead body
Yeah, I
recently.
did. 2.
But the thing is, that was
No, but you
skeletal
saw the
remains
one
rather
with the
than.
deer.
I saw the
That's
deer. I
no,
saw the
that's
2 girls.
yeah.
And I knew I was gonna see a body. So there was, and I've been to the war. I've not really been in the war, but it's hard. But I'll take the point.
There's
If
1
not-
point still. It's a heavily mutulated young female
That's
corpse.
true. It is heavily mutilated.
It's a heavily
Yes, it
mutilated.
is.
And it on that fact it is on an adventure basis. So yeah, on dead bodies for the rest of this thing, you probably won't take an effect, Willem. But yeah, that
I do now.
resets if that makes sense.
Right, bring on the bodies. I'm immune now.
But that's fine. It was 1 point, isn't
It was
isn't
1 point.
two.
It's fine. It's
I would
fine.
like to rechristen my group the non-heavily mutilated group.
Says the man with one hand. That he keeps in a pickle jar. But yes, you can go ahead and try and open the hand.
Yeah, I'm not trying to open. I'm trying to force it. Just slowly turning it over, and suddenly
Okay.
trying to not pry it hard. I don't want to break anything.
You turn the hand over, and there is it takes a little bit because it's kind of stuck in the thickness. And you turn it over, and there is an ooze-covered closed fist.
Can you pry open the fingers, or is it too much rigor mortis there?
Well, that depends on how long the body's been there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I am gonna I'm gonna try and pry them open, but try not to break anything.
Yeah.
Don't wanna
If
snap
it
your finger
resists,
off.
don't.
They take a little bit, but the fingers do open, and you get some of the. I guess it's primordial ooze on your hands. There's a good description for it. And in the hand is a daisy.
gonna slowly hold it and take it out.
Okay.
Hmm.
What you got there?
A daisy. It was in a clutched fist. I just hand it to the inspector.
That's bizarre. There ain't any daisies round here. You'd have to be in one of the forests for that. Or on the meadows, or... Well, just certainly not the bogs.
Hmm.
It's good to know.
Strange. Should probably have a look at the face.
Yep.
Oh,
Well,
Looking forward to this part.
this is where the hard bit's gonna be. Unfortunately, we've tried shifting her, and she's quite stuck. This is when you notice one of the police officers' hands towards you, a shovel. If you want to help, we've got some digging to do. We've got to try and free up some of the ground around her, see if we can get it
Yep.
shifted.
Pass me the shovel. I'll do my.
this is something I wished I wouldn't have to do again for a while. Well, we best get started.
Okay, so Willem, Forrest, and Arthur, if you are helping with the dig, please give me either a strength or a dex roll, just straight. Unless you have a skill that would help.
Why would I fail that? Jesus.
Can I levy fire art? No.
It is a bog, so it'll resist some.
Oh, for God's sake!
Wow.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck.
That's a lot of.
So long as we fail, as long as it's just failing digging a hole. And
Pretty sticky hole, huh?
Fucking Pete.
Oh fuck. Oh
It's
no.
deep, alright.
Oh.
Oh, we might be. We
Okay.
may be damaging the body now. That's not good.
So the group of you begin to dig, and about 5 minutes in, the ground begins to shift, and as you do, the body begins to slip deeper. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try and grab one of the arms quickly. Just trying to stop it sinking.
Okay, you've grabbed
I'll
that.
grab
You grab
the
the
other
arms. You are currently going with it.
Oh shit.
I stand back and go, pull harder.
I'll grab Arthur by his other arm.
Okay,
That
okay.
helps.
I'm just gonna sort of shout to the police officers. A little bit of a hand here, please.
Yeah, a couple of the other bobbies get a shifty on, and Stims actually kind of gets into the mud and like puts his weight beneath it. The body's no longer going down, but you think that if you let go, it will continue to go down. So what are you doing? How do you want to get
Bring
the...
a rope.
Don't you have some in your bag?
There's no trees nearby. Not very close.
Rock? Anything we could secure a rope to and around her body?
Give me a spot hidden check.
or you could just have a group of people hold onto the rope.
Yeah.
You've still got
Rock is more...
Well,
You've still got 4 police officers and yourself, Hartwell, in the area.
Well, I suck really badly today.
apparently
You
I
get bog
stopped-
water in your eye.
I got the bog. Just the entire bog just sat on my face right now.
Oh my.
Well,
Okay.
Apparently I'm spotting something. I just don't know what.
Okay, Willem, you look over your right shoulder and you see a large boulder poking out of another sort of pool of ooze.
Right, so
Well, we might
get
wanna
the
use that rock
around
then.
That, and then that's a stable anchor point we can use,
Okay.
rather than having people struggling.
Hmm.
Do we have any rope?
Yeah, we've probably got some in the van.
Then go and get the rope.
He
On the
does
double,
so.
please.
And he presents you with a bit of rope.
Okay, so, Arthur,
Indeed.
can you get this around the body, or under the arms, or something like that?
Sure. I'm gonna very slowly just try and edge into the mud a bit, still holding on, and just get like sort of try and looping it around as stable an anchor point as I can get. Like I don't know the.
Okay.
Like the
Yeah, you
shoulder
managed
or...
to. You managed to get like it, and you managed to, because Stims is there holding the body. You managed to get it into his hand, and he brings it full, and you've got it like sashed, sashed around, and you tie that off.
Okay.
And then I take that along with a couple of other policemen who aren't engaged in thing, and I move to kind of get the rope over to the rock and tie it around the rock so it's a stable anchor point.
Okay. And are you gonna give it?
With it being in the primordial ooze, there's like 3 of us, so we can.
Yep. Okay.
Help each other through and get around it.
Yeah, with that kind of fast thinking, you managed to give a heave, and actually the body does come free. And this body of the girl is now on the side of this pool, caked in this thick, dark brown, almost black mud.
I'm gonna sort of stand up a bit and offer Stims a hand out of the probably a lot of mud he's in right now.
Yeah, him and Tyler and Wind also have to give him out because he's like he's belly button high in it, so it's he can't help himself out of it, so it's like a full on lift. But you get him out, and he's now also caked in the same mud.
I think we all are.
The mud is like gives a bit of a gargle and a bubble.
Oh. It's just lovely.
Yes.
Bogs. You just hit him sort of. I'm gonna step over to the body, and so the entire like back from the waist down is covered in basically peat bog mud, isn't it?
Yeah, up to the bottom of her hair. The bottom of the hair is matted and thick with the mud as well.
But the top of it isn't.
The top of it was at an angle where it's like rested on, so there's kick up of it, but not necessarily.
Okay, so she wasn't actually ever fully submerged.
That picture is how she was.
Fair enough. Can we see her face, or is it?
Yeah.
Well, she's still face down at the moment.
I'm gonna go onto one knee and very slowly and carefully turn her over.
Okay.
As you do. Away for this.
As you do.
I'm shining my torch on it, so kind of can't.
Well, that's gonna be horrifying.
Yeah, it will be.
I was about to put on a very wrong music track. Oh, that is the wrong music track. Fuck. Sorry. So, you turn her over, and the front side of the body is just absolutely covered in this mud. But that isn't what catches your eye. What catches your eye is her sincere lack of eyes. Where her eyes should be is just a hollow passage.
Oh no.
Oh joy.
A lot of the policemen just gasp, and there's all sorts of other wounds over the front of her body as well.
Any of the wounds seem to be...
But one of the policemen goes... Oh god, that's the Franklin girl.
So this is Charlotte Franklin.
And yeah, so there is Charlotte Franklin's remains covered in
any
mud.
Of the wounds seem to have any sort of healing already, or is it just all completely gashed?
Give me a relevant check that you think would...
I was really confused for a second because I was like, I don't see the relevancy skill.
I knew I should have maxed it. Fuck.
What would be...
Probably medicine.
Do you have some, like, kind of medicine?
Do you have any medical knowledge? Do you have any
have none.
anatomical knowledge?
Could I levy first aid against it?
You could. with a.
But it would be difficult.
Well, yeah, I can.
I would be looking for an extreme probably
I'll give it a go.
if for first aid, because first aid is fixing cuts and bruises.
Yes, I'll give it a cursory look over. Nope.
You just see a lot of wounds, and any number of them could have been damaged. It's all like she is, and a lot of the wounds are to the upper half of her body. Is the one thing you notice at a cursory glance. This is very similar, Hartwell and Arthur. Fucking.
Captain Kazoo.
There is definitely a Captain Kazoo somewhere, and he's.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, yeah. If not, we need to make that as a game.
It's probably a goat, but you know.
You notice this is there's a lot of gashes and things. It's almost shrapnel wounds, like sort of level. This is like there's enough that you would like if you saw this in a field in France, you'd be thinking a bomb went off next to her. There's a lot of wounds.
Oh, she looks neat.
Huh.
One thing I want to ask. So her missing eyes, does it look like they? Is it like obviously covered in gore, as in like they were forcibly removed and like with a struggle, or is it just like clean? If you understand my meaning.
Without any medical expertise and the amount of
is
dirt
that
and the fact it's night time.
I mean, there was all these signs of like blood and like cuts.
Oh,
across it.
there's blood. There's blood, but there's also nothing there. It's
Just sockets.
sockets.
So her eyelids are also gone. Okay.
It's holes in her head.
Right, normally when they remove the eye, it's they leave the lid.
Yeah.
If possible.
This is something else entirely.
But with that, I'm going to hop over to the other team. So, team, you are heading towards Belinda's house, correct?
So,
Yes.
Has
I don't
Para
know.
frozen?
alright,
Yes.
Yes, she does.
Okay.
has the squares.
Well, Artemis does know the way, so,
None of you froze. Hello.
No, you froze for us.
yeah.
Okay.
Artemis does know
Very
the way,
strange.
so it's you arrive at Belinda's place of residence. This is probably about 7:50 right now. Wait, you got there at no, it's probably about 8:10. By the time you get there, and you say, what's her last name?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I think we've already had that, haven't we?
Isn't Belinda Goodhue?
Yeah, I think
Oh.
so.
I didn't actually look at my notes,
Oh, okay.
so I'll double check. I've only it is good for you.
Yeah. I was thinking, shit, does she mean a different Belinda? I was like,
No.
hang on. Have I used another name twice and confused the shit out of myself?
I can imagine you doing that, but no, I was confused because it's been some weeks.
No worries. Yeah, so you arrive at the Goodhue residence. I'll quickly throw us back to the town map. And, yeah, what would you like to do?
First I'm gonna turn to my, like, we're at the door, I'm gonna turn to my group. I'm not sure quite how to say this politely. Let's all try and be as understanding as possible towards the family. I'd rather like to not be kicked out, even though we're somewhat strangers to the poor girl. Kind of like staring at Borkrod.
I feel like I should be offended here.
That was actually really good, mate. Well done.
You're back in the accent.
Back in the accent, easy.
I'm gonna like shoot Bobby a kind of a help me out here kind of glance.
You already nearly got ousted at the church, so yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I have very good words.
In Norwegian, maybe.
I'll try my best.
Just knock on the door then. Never mind.
And like while I'm saying that, I'm quickly like stuffing cash back into my pocket. Like,
You knock on the door, and opening the door is a lady of probably about late 30s, mid to late 30s. Blonde hair, brown eyes, light brown eyes, in a pinafore and day dress.
Hello there.
Hello.
She-
Can I help you at all?
Mrs. Goodhue?
Yes, that's right.
Miss Sheffield.
Yes. Sorry. Hello,
Miss
Miss Sheffield. What can I do for you and your gentlemen companions?
Myself and this gentleman have been sort of trying to help the police with their investigations into the recent disappearances. And we were wondering if we might have a word with Belinda.
Belinda, why?
Oh, well, as I understand it, her and Katie were rather good friends, and we thought perhaps maybe she might have known something about Katie's friends that other people wouldn't have.
Yeah. Katie's upstairs doing her homework. You may go up there, Miss Sheffield, but you two gentlemen, you'll have to stay with me, I'm afraid.
As we enter the
upstairs.
house, I'm gonna give Artemis like a real big wing, like. So going right in plan.
24.
It's all coming together.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna like
falling right into the wheelhouse.
just pretend like I didn't see it.
I'm sure you all understand that
Oh, absolutely.
teenage girl requires her space, and I do not want to get in the way of it. Come on, I'll make you a cup of tea. And she leads the two gentlemen inside. If they go, that is. Just expecting Borkveld to run away. Just,
These English people sure do drink a lot of tea. That's like the fourth cup I've been offered today.
rookie numbers.
And in double figures. Casual.
Okie dokie. I'll head
I
up.
drink 1 cup of tea a day. 1.
Tea, Earl Grey hot.
That is rookie numbers. I'm on the landing. Can I just do a little spot hidden? I just wanna have a little peek. Like when you ask to go to the toilet and you just like kind of look in more rooms than maybe you
You'll
should.
look
Okay.
at their prescriptions.
Yeah, okay.
Huh?
Like, is she on penicillin right now? Is there fungal cream?
Go for
He's
it.
16. Jesus.
Which way do they hang the toilet roll?
Right?
Yes,
like
that's
these are the
important.
things
The
that
wrong
are
way.
important.
Are they normal or are they
no.
communists?
Have to burn this place down.
Also, what kind of like? Oh, you finished that.
Oh, sorry. Teenager only became a word in the 50s, just saying. Thank you, Red Moogle. I'll try and refrain from using teenager
Wait,
then.
what were?
Okay, then young adult.
Teenager. The word teenager only became something in the late 50s.
The term was only
what were they
coined.
called before that?
Young people.
Young youth.
Young
Yes.
Just gotta say, what a young lady. You know what?
You.
Child. The children. There we are.
Also, unlikely she had any homework. Anywho, go para.
Unlike the.
Unlikely she had any homework. Well, she was just working on something or doing a project. Maybe
She's,
something.
no,
you can
no,
tell.
she has homework, and
She has homework.
She
End of
has
story.
homework.
Red Moogle only gets one per stream.
Yep.
You're only allowed to know one more thing than Midge.
She has homework, but maybe that might not be for the on period. That might be for other reasons. You never know.
Oh, if we go to Wales, it's going to go badly with the one thing rule.
Then you do realise by saying that, Midge, you've just given us that one little thing that we now can focus on and completely derail your stream for the next 3 hours.
Okay, we need to focus on this child's education. What is going on at that school that they were sending stuff home with them?
This child has already done their schoolwork in the school hours. To go home and do more work? What is this?
It's clearly Cthulhu
It's
fault.
slave labor.
We need to go get the rest of the group, and we need to break into that school in the middle of the night.
Only a fish person would set
Did you not
homework.
watch that
Already
video I sent you?
terrified the school teachers. So, like,
Did
what do you want to do?
Is that the real reason they kicked Willem out of the school?
They're
He was too
indoctrinating the
close- he
children
was
into
too
a cult
close
from a
to
young age at the
understanding.
elementary school.
He was about to
There was
walk in
something
on them
fishy
setting
going on there.
homework.
Only a fish person would set homework.
Midge, did you not watch that video I sent you?
Or they're tainting the school lunches with the Innsmouth disease.
Yes.
I still wait for like,
We have to figure out what company.
Do you want your tea or not?
They source the school lunches from.
Okay.
Oh, not just that. We need to know where they get their books from. We have no idea what they're teaching
Artemis,
these
yes.
kids. These kids could be learning
With that
anything.
spot
Hi.
hidden,
Yes.
what are you looking for specifically? Are you just trying to see what other rooms there are in the house? What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Go
Um,
on then. What can I see, room wise?
Okay. As you're going up the stairs, you notice blankets on the chair in the living room, on the armchair.
Okay.
And room-wise, there's 2 bedrooms upstairs. What looks to be a master, and there's a room with a light on, as well, where you can hear a radio. Which is quite novel to be hearing a radio. And then there's a bathroom. So if you're going up the stairs sort of curve to the left as you go up the top, and on the right, first door on the right would be the bathroom, and then you've got the master bedroom, and you've got this room with the light on, and then there's another room down the end of the hall.
sorry, one of my flatmates sent me a message saying, I just heard you shout only a fish person would set homework. Are you okay? That was what I forgot.
Do they not know how wacky Call of Cthulhu
I
is yet?
told-
Because they're gonna learn.
I told 2 of them I was playing tonight, and I think I must have missed one.
Oh, God.
I've said worse than that. They should fucking.
And I'm
buckle
using
in.
the wrong term. I don't mean radio. I mean like a
Crystal?
gramophone. Not gramophone. The other one with the tubes.
Oh, right.
You know.
No, I don't know.
I know what you mean. I just can't.
Because radio isn't a thing yet.
Radio isn't a thing yet.
No, that was the
Not-
war.
Not commercial radio in the UK.
Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah.
you just meant like at all anywhere.
No. I mean commercial people listening to
You
radio
mean a
to hear music.
phonograph?
Yes. I think
You're
I mean a
welcome.
phonograph.
Hang on, let me get up a picture.
There's a
That is. Oh, well, what's the difference between that and a gramophone?
Gramophone
what?
is a record. Phonograph is a tube.
Yeah.
So this. Oh, okay, I see. The like a music box kind of thing.
Yeah, and there's music playing. Fuck it, I'll stick with that. There's music playing.
I can hear music, which is novel. Okay.
Yes. Not everyone has music in their home.
Not everyone has music.
Not if you're not going to sit down and play it, you know. But yes, that's what you see.
Okay, and I have no idea what the other extra room is.
No, because to go in it, you'd have to pass the open door of the other room.
as a moth. Okay, then I shall just.
Knowing the sort of layout of the house, it can't be a big room. It might be a cupboard.
So it's just a closed door at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I just and Belinda's room is open.
Yep. Not all the way. It's like halfway open.
Okay, I'll walk up to it and like knock on it, and kind of peek.
Okay. The music stops and Belinda opens the door and he goes, "Oh, hello, Artemis. Can I help you?"
Yes, I was wondering if we could talk about Katie.
What do you want to know about Katie?
Nobody seems to know where she was headed on the day that she disappeared, but I was wondering if perhaps you knew of anyone that she might not have mentioned to other people.
Give me a persuasion.
Oh no, I'm not good with
fuck.
kids.
I like max that skill out.
Oh, fucking help me!
Whoa!
Oh, let me just take that.
Extreme success.
She
Wow.
Well,
she
shit.
sort of stands on her tiptoes and looks over your shoulder and beckons you in and then closes the door very quietly. The idea of maybe that she's not allowed her door closed. And she just does.
Artemis is getting the gossip.
Okay, you can't say anything. You can't say anything.
Absolutely.
You've got to promise.
I'm not laughing in character. I didn't expect that roll.
The 5 up in your head count.
Huh?
This doesn't mean anything. I'm just gonna roll a d100 to see what happens. You keep going.
Yes, of course, I understand. Whatever she's told you was completely in confidence.
Well, she and Billy have been seeing each other for about a year now, and I mean, they're
I bet this kid got a name like Billy the Cultist.
and it's obviously they don't want anyone to know because obviously the age difference a bit thing, and but they've been going strong for a while now, and as far as I'm aware, nothing has happened. I think he was planning on proposing at some point.
Do I know who Billy is?
Yes, you do.
Billy Fletcher.
Billy Fletcher.
Oh, from. Wait a
Yeah.
second.
That one.
Had some sort of Welsh name like Billy Shugniggera.
It's the guy who got picked up by the cops outside the shop.
Oh,
Baby
didn't we
Simon.
call that? Didn't we call that?
Mm-hmm.
That's on page 1 of the notes.
Right? Like he was acting shifty. I'm gonna be like, that would make a lot of sense. We saw him rather distraught about her finding out. We saw him rather distraught finding out about her disappearance.
Well,
Of course. Okay.
that would make a lot of sense. I spoke to him the other day, and he feels very, very guilty.
Guilty?
Well, Katie was at Billy's before she went missing, and he keeps going
Hang
on.
on. Okay, pause. Just one sec. Sorry.
I'm never gonna get this piece of information out, am I?
Just tell us.
Sorry. Go on. You tell me. My dinner waits. You tell me. Tell me what you need to tell me.
And well, he keeps on going on that it's his fault.
lives on where? Okay, sorry. Where is Blackstone Road? Because like this town map.
Blackstone Road is the same road.
Northwest Road.
Yes, it's the same road that Katie lives on. But he lives on
Okay.
the end of it.
But
Wait,
okay.
the end into town or the end towards?
Oh,
Blackstone
like the
Forest?
corner of Church Street.
No, this end.
Oh,
Oh.
Like on the outskirts of town.
I don't see why Billy should feel guilty. I mean, she disappeared on Church Street, I think people said. So, nowhere near where he lives. Unless she wasn't visiting his home.
No, she was. But she cuts across the fields back onto Church Street to walk back round in order to not let her...
Oh,
Otherwise she'd have to walk past her house.
I see.
He feels guilty because, well, he's been wanting to come clean to her father for weeks. But, he hasn't, and they kept it all secret, and, now this.
Right.
I'm flirting with her mother right now.
Okay, give me a charm roll.
Oh shit, is that a thing?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you not max that?
Oh, I
When you
did,
maxed your appearance?
Oh, no, I got that one.
Give me a charm roll. Oh,
Oh.
Well then.
Getting lucky.
okay. Duly noted. Bobby,
Hello.
you feel quite awkward as across the table from you, the lady who's very kindly invited you into the house and Borgvard are probably that far away from each other talking. She's asking him to...
We sat down on the same side of the table.
Yeah, and you've turned in, and she's
Yeah,
asking
yeah.
she's asking him to teach her some Norwegian words, whilst Borgvard sort of suavely and starts doing so, and you notice her hand on his leg, and it's all a bit... Considering
Is it
you
a hair
realise
thing?
that this is very much a married woman, you are... with your tea, you're just kind of perplexed, shall we say. Well, actually, I'm not going to say how you feel about this, but that's what's going on across...
I'm probably going to be paying very much attention to my tea at the moment.
just like that, sort of...
Such interesting leaves.
Oh, look, literally anything else.
I think that's my first extreme.
It is.
Wait, I get to check that.
Yep, you do.
Oh, God. Fucking... Oh, fuck.
But Belinda then gets up, Artemis, and opens the door again. That's all I know.
Well, it's a terrible shame for Billy, and I'm sure that... Well, I shan't tell the police, of course. But thank you very much for telling me what you have. It clears up a lot of confusion about why Katie was where she was. I don't suppose you'd know anything about Charlotte.
Why would I know anything about Charlotte?
Are they not a similar age? Sorry, did I miss the memo where they weren't like?
No,
1 year
they're a
apart?
similar. They're a similar age.
Oh well, rumors travel in schools.
Nobody talked to Charlotte. Nobody liked Charlotte. She was dirty and horrible.
That is exactly how teenage girls are, and boy is it sad, but yep. That's fair enough. Okay. Well, I'll leave you to it. Thank you again.
You leave the room and she turns her music back on. It's the same song. And yes.
Okay.
Artemis, you
I'll-
head downstairs, I'm guessing?
Yeah, into what happens to be a.
You walk.
You
around the
walk
corner
in
of
and
the
you
kitchen,
see
and I'm pushing a
Bobby.
strand of hair out of her face.
Bobby like darts his eyes to you whilst sipping his teacup, like.
Get me out of here.
And you notice Bookvard very close to the lady of the house here. You make that very noise, and the lady of the house stands up and goes, "Well, I hope my daughter was of help. Is that all?"
Yes, thank you very much for giving us some of your time. I'll take these boys out of your hair now.
Oh, they were no bother.
Was illuminated.
And you leave the Good Hugh home.
Off we go.
Back to the case of the body snatchers.
I'm gonna
Thank you very much. Team Sexy got way more useful information.
I'm gonna messily a burger, but it messes you up more, doesn't it, if I turn my camera off?
Well, I've just seen the time. We're 3 minutes away from break. Do we want to just take the break here then?
I'll eat. Yeah.
Okay.
That
no worries. We'll take the break here. We'll take
for the past hour. So
we'll take our midpoint break here. If you're watching, do use this time to go take a bio break, grab a tea, grab a coffee, grab a drink, whatever you need. But we will be back in around 5 to 10 minutes time. See you then. sound-wise onto my stream?
There was a peat bog. It was body. There was body and peat bog and stuff.
Yeah, there was.
Watching my inner Ribbalon is depressing at the moment because I just want to kill something.
Oh fuck.
I haven't killed anything for like 4 days.
I just
killing me.
I just sat down and sort of like, you know, and I was sitting down, kicked the wall like in front of my desk, and a little bit of plaster just came away as I put my foot back. That's not good.
This is why I moved my desk away from my wall, because I kept kicking the wall.
I think you overestimate how much space I have in student accommodation. It's like I've already moved the desk, so I have room to put my PC in, and now I can't use half the wardrobe.
Huh.
Which, for me, is a pretty easy sacrifice to make, but...
I'm all too familiar with that, Kazoo. There was literally a chair's width between my bed and my desk at uni halls.
That was the same, yeah. And I couldn't move it because it was all fucking bolted to the walls or whatever.
Sorry, I don't mean halls, I mean in my house at uni.
Oh.
Halls, I had loads of space, really.
Basically,
I had no... My room in halls was a fucking coffin, basically, with a bed and a sink in it.
Mine was like a corridor.
Basically, where the shelves were,
Yeah.
was where my desk used to be, and the shelves are now in front of the wall, where it's actually like a slightly darker stain because my feet were always there. And I prefer not to stop my toe like every 5 minutes, or whenever I'm slightly agitated. My big toes are already sensitive enough.
Yeah. I mean, I quite like this room. It's alright.
Not too bad.
It is of adequate size.
It's bigger than halls, isn't it?
Is this
My
a new
halls
house
room
from
was-
last year?
From this year.
Yeah, that's
I
what
like...
I'm saying.
No,
This
this is my first year in it, so...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is a different house from last year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I went to my second year, and last year I was in halls, so...
Can you not actually move your chair back without tripping over the bed?
Well, I could, if it was an office chair.
Point.
I'm very much considering just buying like a cheap, like, you know, IKEA, like, you know, swivel chair.
Check a thrift store. Really, check thrift store.
Or ask the uni.
Yeah.
Uni will probably throw one out.
Yeah, but the uni ones are shit enough when they're working. Like.
That's true. But even so.
There gotta be death traps to fucking throw one out.
I mean, I'll always be pro. Oh my god, that's one fat cat.
That's Binksy Bear.
Hello, Binks. That is one huge cat, mate.
Their British crown possessions are like smaller than that.
Damn,
Especially when the Chinese are finished with them.
that. I am so jealous right now, Ben, but it's cool.
I got the hefty chonker with me.
Yeah. I can no longer do this, but it's fine.
Mr. Hefty Chonker. That's your technical definition, Hefty Chonker.
So how are you enjoying Classic, Ben?
I enjoy it quite a bit, much more than I tried out with a retail version like a year ago for a day or two, and I hated it. Like Classic a lot more.
So when do you get to fly in Classic? Is that 40 or 60?
Fly? There are no flying mounts.
Not at all.
None.
Oh, I thought you got one at 60, but could be wrong.
You get your normal mount at 40. Most
Oh,
people
yeah.
can afford it at about 50.
Yeah.
And I don't remember when
Sounds-
flying mounts were added, but I'm pretty sure there are no flying mounts in.
Might be Burning Crusade then.
Let's see. Let's
Because
look it up.
at one point they moved it back, like you could start riding at 10 already.
Yeah, something ridiculous.
Yeah. Though the Warlock mount is pretty cool.
Yes, I
Flaming
too have played the World of Warcraft.
No, you haven't.
You were like 4 when it came out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like I haven't played World of Warcraft. I played it for 2 weeks when I had an operation, and
No, a friend tried to get me into it, and
I
I
was
played
like
an
10.
hour of it, and I was like, no.
I haven't played it much.
None of my game
Are we all back?
Are we
think
though?
so.
We're missing power.
Power's deleting.
In a move surprising fucking no one.
Yeah, ground rounds only. And a hefty chunk.
I think I just felt my life expectancy just go down as I said that.
Just gonna get a knock
cat
at the
smells.
door.
This cat is farting in my lap right now.
Oh.
Yeah, cat smells. Good shit.
Yeah, he's licking my
Well, no,
arm
'cause,
and
like-
tooting.
Here's the thing, because my window is directly onto like the front of the building on the ground floor. She wouldn't even need to use the door. That's a terrifying thought.
Well, can she hear us? Is she at the desk at least?
I don't know. Can't tell. Can't see.
She can message in Discord if she heard that. That's the thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
Little Binksy toot toot. Toot toot.
I can check.
Pardon me?
Agatha Christie is terrible. Yeah, she's not there.
Risky business there.
Secret theory:
Nah.
Miss Marple was always dead.
She might just refuse to respond to that, you know.
New theory: Poirot paid people to commit crime for them to. Oh, she's
well.
back. Shit.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
What are you saying about my boy Poirot? Because it kind of sounds like you're about to dunk on
You
him.
missed you missed all the others as well. We were trying to work out if
Oh,
you were at the
Liz, what
desk
are
and
you
able to
talking
hear.
about, Liz?
Oh yeah,
You
sorry,
are,
no,
You are in this alone.
What?
nothing,
What?
nothing. All right, we can continue. So
Sorry, no.
Yes.
Sorry, what?
Investigation, murders.
What was happening before I came back?
we
What?
were trying to test if you were there, so we decided to slander Agatha Christie novels to see if you'd hear them. Like, because I was trying to work out if you were eating, but I could continue because obviously I'm doing the three guys. But yes. Anyway, welcome back everybody
Moving along
after the break. Hope you've all
Lock my door,
refreshed
please.
yourself. But so we returned to the gentlemen who are with the corpse. The police have put it on a stretcher and have loaded it into the back of the paddy wagon. Because police van sounds wrong when it's not really a van. Is there anything else you would like to do in this area before leaving? Because they've taken the corpse and they've walked it back the 15 minutes to the car. You guys are
wanna
currently
try-
still at the bog.
I want to try one more spot hidden just because I'm already blind as a bat.
Okay.
See, well,
I wouldn't
I was-
mind as well because I can only get better
Yeah.
with my roll. It was 99 last time for frying.
You can try.
Well, they
Really-
could do one worse.
I would try. I was trying to see if there was anything left behind after the body was taken.
Okay. Forrest,
Same
what are you?
here.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Nothing was left behind from the body at all.
Not necessarily from the body, but like.
Did anyone miss anything when the body was taken? You know, was there anything left on the ground or in the hole? Or
Nothing.
anything
Well,
like that?
nothing's in the hole. It's just mud and muck. You don't really notice anything around there. But Hartwell, you do notice something.
Uh-oh.
You notice.
I should take a sanity check.
No. About
You see scary mud.
meter and a half from the hole. On the far side, you see an interesting imprint in a thin layer of mud, not like in the pool, but on the side, almost the bank, shall we say?
Okay. I take my torch and I look at it a bit closer.
You see what seems to be an animal paw print, relatively large, about the
Okay.
size of a closed fist.
Okay. It's one big freaking dog. What does the paw print look like?
Let me see if I can find you a picture.
It's a red dragon.
Giant penis mark.
So the print is like a trapeze. It's a trapezoid shape. The sort of
Trapezoid shape.
the four-sided shape where it's flat, diagonal sides flat, but kind of rounded corners in the center with.
So like hooves, almost.
No.
Really fucked up.
Half a fidget spinner.
Oh god, hipsters!
And
Half
then
a fidget spinner.
It was YouTubers.
How many?
yeah,
Presses.
like it's
There's-
that. Oh fucking! Where's a blank piece of paper? I will draw one. This is. Here we are. We're going technical. Let's go to the. No, that's got the thingy map on. Give me a new tab.
So I googled fidget spinner, and apparently you can twirl a fidget spinner on Google.
Of course you can.
That's definitely not what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the
Sure.
shape of the print. Oh god, I can't see the cursor till I let go. This is not. Oh, this is so horrible. I can't see the lines, unfortunately, until I let go of my cursor. So that makes drawing very difficult.
Wait,
There's nothing to
5
do.
toes? 6 toes?
Six toes.
Wait,
Seven.
More
Fuck,
toes.
fuck. I can't. Oh no, it doesn't delete one. Oh, fuck's sake.
We want more
Infinite
toes.
toes.
That's a lot of toes.
That's a lot of toes.
It's an Octodog.
They're the key to knowledge.
Octodog.
Oh, and it's got claws.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nails. Oh, okay.
6 toes.
Is that an accurate number of toes?
Yes,
Unless it's some sort of platypus thing.
and there's also a
Giant
slight bit.
I call over my companions.
Okay.
Giant platypuses prowling the bogs of Hampshire.
Show them the lovely imprint we have here.
Jesus fuck!
Can I roll? Can I roll Cthulhu Mythos on this? Because
Yeah, go for it.
Oh god.
Remember, there's consequences to that roll.
Yeah. Well, I
And it's
failed.
fail.
You already did so well before.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's not enough of a fail to cause anything. But no, you have no idea what that is.
Hmm.
And this definitely isn't natural. It wouldn't.
No, that.
I
doesn't
mean,
look
none of
natural.
you have.
I mean, how many 6-toe dogs do you come across?
I
I mean, I do
mean,
live in Wales.
you.
The mutants of South
polydactyly
Wales.
in animals is actually really common. Especially,
Well, you're just ruining the Cthulhu element now.
it could just be a cat with an extra toe. That's very common.
It's the size of a hand.
Okay, I have a very fat cat.
He's got a point there.
Could I levy a natural world roll to see if I
That's a North American.
know what this is?
Give it a go. Slight
There are no large
disadvantage.
cats
I'm looking
native
for
to England, right?
Nope.
There are links in like Scotland, but
there's the
not
Scottish
that
wildcat as well.
we're a little bit way.
There's always like
that.
rumors that there's a panther or whatever that's escaped from wherever. I'm pretty sure there's one that's supposed to live on the.
No, there was one that escaped in Kent for a while. There actually was one because they had to. It was found in someone's back garden, and they're like, "Fuck, it's a panther."
Apparently, there is a breed of dog called the Norwegian Lunderhund.
You don't know what this is either.
No, but
You don't know this.
You don't know what
Put
this
your
is.
Google
'Cause
down.
I
I
would
don't-
know about that Norwegian breed of dog. Though.
you
But you're not
probably
here.
would. But it's again not that.
no. Yeah, gotcha.
I'm gonna just like wave the officers over.
They aren't around you. They've gone to take the corpse back.
They've buggered off.
Yeah.
So they are.
Listen,
Yeah.
Well, bye. See you at the crime scene, I guess. That is odd. And the rumor
Can we,
was
does
The
anyone have
rumor-
any paper and a pen or something like that? We can take a drawing of it.
I have a diary in my I keep on my person. I could remove a page from it.
well, doesn't the journalist have something to write on?
I always have pen and paper with me.
Being
Yeah, I can.
literally a journalist.
I can definitely copy paste that.
Okay, give me like a. It's a pretty simple shape. Just, yeah, you can copy copy, get a rough sketch of it in your book.
Control sees it.
No
Does anyone
exact.
have any plaster of Paris?
No, that I do not have.
I'm trying to get that there's slight curvature in these rear talon to claw bits. They're slightly bigger, is what I'm trying to say, and they're more curved towards the shape of the foot.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope that drawing helps. Oh yeah, for anyone at home, because I've realised you can't see this. That's the shape.
I'm gonna just look behind it. Are there any other prints? Like from that direction?
Give me a spot hidden.
I'm gonna use my torch, obviously. I'm not gonna just
Yeah, at night.
look
yeah,
in
just
darkness. Oh,
don't
I'm
see
rolling like
anything.
complete shit today.
Fuck.
Sorry, guys, I
You-
took all the roll luck.
You don't see anything. You also do get the
We took all the
impression.
roll luck.
You get the impression that this one has only survived where it is because of how close it is to the
The
pool.
peak.
Yeah, and
Okay.
the peat, because it did rain a couple of nights ago.
Fucking British weather again.
I tried to draw a foot based on this paw print, and honestly, I don't want to meet this creature.
No.
I've no.
Well,
He's here tonight.
Completely unrelated. 38.
I rolled 2 91s in a row.
but yes.
Damn.
Is there anything else you would like to do, or would you like to return to your vehicle?
I
don't
think we should
think we
return to the vehicle before
Yeah, I
the big
don't-
monster
I
with
could
big
do with
teeth and
a,
big claws.
Yeah, I could also do with a shower. Turn to
Yes.
the hole.
I don't want to be traipsing around a bog too deep at night.
Nope.
Perhaps return at some point in when there's light.
Yeah, probably a better
Is
idea.
there a flag or like anything to indicate where the corpse was?
Yeah, the police put the markers down from
Okay.
that you've seen.
We should be able to get back.
Okay. Can somebody give me a navigate check to see if you can get back to your car?
Oh,
Okay.
The cops left us, didn't they?
Yep.
It's probably not gonna be me. I can try though.
Oh, that's up. Can I?
Oh,
even-
come on!
Oh,
That's
no, no,
391s! Fuck
Never
off!
mind. I can.
Yep. With
Wow.
that combination of you going, Arthur and Hartwell, the darkness is and this relatively barren area of just thick tar and small hillocks is just completely screwed with your sense of direction. However, Willem remembered, just because he wasn't really as looking as deeply into the area around, he remembered which way the police went with their flashlights and managed to get a bit of a sense of the direction, and you begin to move back towards your car. Can you as well, Willem, give me a listen check?
Oh, I should be alright with that, technically. Nope, of course not.
Okay.
Ben, can you take your shit luck back? Is there like a way we can refund that, or like? 'Cause you've taken everyone's.
It doesn't come back. It's more like an STD. It just spreads.
Well,
Okay.
thanks, because I rolled.
That's an image I don't
My
want.
health.
Well, now you got
Last
it. So
week. Yeah,
good
well,
luck
thanks for
explaining
that.
that one to your loved ones.
Okay. You continue towards the cars. Can I have another navigate, please?
Of everyone.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, no, not again.
And they were never seen again.
Please
You know,
succeed.
Crying out loud, can I just want one.
You can roll. You can spend a luck point to get to a success. Remember.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
yeah.
Or you can push the roll in some way.
That
No,
might
I'm not gonna
I
push my
look
roll.
like-
have like
point.
unexpected consequences.
There's nothing wrong with
just-
pushing rolls. It worked out for me. Rubs
Close
it.
your eyes and spin round.
I spent one luck point.
Okay, so you've got a success there. It takes a lot longer than you think it would did on the way there, but you do start to get close to the vehicles again. But Hartwell, can I have a listen roll from you?
Listen roll from me.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, this is bad.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Hartwell.
I'm not sure this is a thank God moment, mate. I'm going to be honest.
I got a
You're walking
success
along.
without having to do anything.
And you hear what sounds like howling. Probably 400 foot to your right. On the bogs.
Uh-huh. I pull up my weapon.
Okay.
I just see him pulling up his weapon and do the same instinctively, I guess. What do you
Okay.
hear?
Do we need to
You
be
hear that?
worried?
We'll see.
No, I didn't hear it.
It's like howling over there. About,
You
I don't know,
still
40
hear
feet.
this howling, by the way, Hartwell. The other two of you, you do not hear a thing.
How far away?
I don't know how far away 400 feet is when I've already said it once.
About 120, 130 meters.
There you go.
I'm just going to slowly point my, sort of, 45 in the direction that he's vaguely indicating.
I'm actually gonna pull out my gun as well, because... yeah.
Okay? It's black. It's darkness.
Pointing my torch in that direction.
It's bog.
It's
Yeah.
well lit black. Darkness.
These torches aren't the brightest. They probably see
No,
about
I
10
know,
meters in
it's-
front of you.
Crappy torches in there.
We should not be here much longer, I'd say.
Yeah, let's get to the car and let's get the hell out of here.
Keep moving.
Okay, you make it back to the car without interference.
Right. I'm gonna try to clean my shoes before I get in the car, because Jesus.
Okay, yeah, and you can wipe it on some grass. This isn't a boggy area.
As they're doing this, I'm just going to sort of, keep my revolver at the ready and just keep a sort of an eye and ear out.
Okay.
Just looking into the vague direction he indicated.
Well, give me 2 seconds.
Very much like the firearm readied.
Okay. So you're progressing down the dirt path in the car. What kind of speed are you taking?
Well, I don't know the area. It's a dirt path, so I'm taking my time. Say probably between 10 and 15 miles an hour.
Pretty nippy still, but yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
for dirt road, that's pretty great.
I thought you were on foot at first, and I was like, "Wow, that's impressive."
That's a
Yeah,
sprint and a
my
half.
speed ain't
Yeah.
that good.
No, they're back in the car.
I'm taking my time.
By the sound of that's Arthur's walk speed.
Okay, I just need to check something. So, okay, you progress down the road in the car. Can those of you who are passengers and not driving the car give me a spot hidden check?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, fuck.
Nope.
Okay, Byron,
sorry.
behind you in the road. It's the wrong bit of music again. I'm so sorry. You see something. You see eyes piercing the darkness.
I have a firearm readied!
You have a firearm readied,
Yeah.
and there is something following the car.
Well, do you want to speed up?
Why?
Eyes! I'm just gonna... Eyes!
You
eyes
will
in the
now
fucking-
see the eyes in the road behind you, and it's keeping pace.
I fire.
I'm
You fire.
definitely-
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue the speed. There's no point in accelerating if it's keeping pace.
Okay. Fire your weapon, please.
Yeah, hard
just
success,
did.
12 damage.
Okay. Hold on. I need to double check something.
Oh, the eyes are behind him.
The name of this track is A Costly Mistake, which is boding real well.
But whose mistake?
It's only eyes. What can they do?
What color eyes? We didn't.
Maybe it's the eyes of Charlotte following you.
Oh fuck! I just dove the survivor.
Her ghost.
There's the other missing person out there.
Well, how is she running 50
Rescue!
miles?
Rescue! Don't leave me! Bam!
Why is she howling, and why do we?
Oh no! I did 12 damage. She
Who said it was her
There'd be
howling?
no screaming. There would just be
Unrelated
I'm dead.
howling. What's wrong with that?
Also, keeping pace.
Could have been the wind.
I could
Even
run
though
pretty
you can run at
fast
10 miles an hour quite happily.
Yeah, I could run for pretty fast for a short period of time.
Also, eye is piercing the darkness. Just
Everybody's
Yeah.
eyes.
It's a little bit of light reflection off
You're in
the surface of the eye.
England. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe she got bright
You
eyes.
hear a absolutely blood-curdling. It's a mix between like a howl and a scream, where you just hear this as it just kind of, and then you see the eyes go up.
oh,
Like it's flying.
like it just jumped on us.
It's gone
I'm-
up.
Right, I'm gonna quickly sort of like
I would.
lean back from where I'm like leaning, and
Okay.
just try and guess to where it might be if it was jumped, and just shoot.
Okay, you're going to try and do that. Willem, what are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to shoot at because I didn't see the eyes.
Okay, so you're just trying to. Okay, you can give me a spot hidden to try and work something out. Rival, Forrest Hartwell, what's he doing? Is he keeping the same pace? Is he?
Anyone? Yes.
Sure. Okay.
We're on a dirt road.
Yep.
We're
No
on a
worries.
dirt road.
Oh,
I don't
well-
know the area.
Oh,
But some variants could confuse
What am
the
I seeing, Mitch?
Huh?
What am I seeing?
Okay. Oh wow, that's a critical. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Would everybody please take off their headphones very quickly while I describe something to
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Okay. What?
Right.
Okay. Sorry to take a random pause in the middle of this fight, but Christ. You see something you really, really hoped that you'd never see. It's at first you think it's a dog, but the more you look, and you see this for the briefest of moments, but it feels like time pauses as you catch it with the short burst of like the torchlight, and as you look up, and you have this hound-like physique, but the fur is patchy and missing in places, balding. The eyes glow red, and there is this massive wolf-like creature, but around the eyes there are like, I guess it looks to you like open muscle mass, and the jaw protrudes a bit further than a normal wolf, and it's missing an ear, and you notice that it's just hovering there. There is a point like on its left shoulder, you think it's a shoulder, where Arthur's bullet seems to have struck home, and it has these burning eyes, and there's a blue tinged pulsation to the skin. Its teeth look razor sharp along with its claws, and it is just there in the air, sharp and dedicated to looking at you guys. And that's all the information you get. Okay, let's put the music back on. So that is what you see, Willem. And yes, so Forrest keeps the car going. Byron, you want to try and shoot
I'm
where
going to try and basically fire, like, trying to vaguely
You're trying to guess where it's landing, right? Yeah?
Yeah, I'm just
So
trying, like, basically...
you sort
shoot
of,
where the
you
canopy.
look and you track, and you point and you shoot.
Okay. I'm going to make a roll then.
Yep.
Hardwell, speed the fuck up.
You fire, and...
Hang on, I didn't roll damage for that. Let me figure out. This will be that plus 2, so 4 points.
Okay, the bullet just rings out. You don't hear it land a hit.
Okay.
Guys, this thing is floating. This thing is ugly. This thing is scary. Get moving.
Oh yeah.
Faster.
Willem, give me a
Yes.
sanity check, please.
I was afraid of that.
Oh god, yeah. What is the recommended sanity damage in this? Oh no, Willem.
Oh dear.
Roll me 1d8.
Oh,
God. Fucking D8.
Unfortunately,
Please be. Oh, it's 3 points. Thank fuck.
you take 3 points of sanity damage.
I mean, you did want to look right at the scary creature.
Yeah, I did. Hardwell, speed up.
How
Hartwell,
many have you taken? How much
Vaping.
sanity damage have you taken now?
Total today, 4. And my critical point is at 40. And I'm not there yet. I'm at 45 now. Out of 49.
Hold on, I need to check. Because it's not out there's portions.
It's at a fifth of your like starting.
You're
So
losing
if
your
you started-
sanity, and Hartwell's that one guy who's just like,
What did
not
you
gonna
use-
get there
where is
any
it?
faster by driving over the speed
I haven't
limit.
lost a fifth yet.
You've lost...
A tenth by the sound of it.
Yeah.
You've lost 8,
No.
if I'm looking at that correctly.
No.
Hang on.
I started at 50. I've lost 1 point earlier when we saw the bodies.
Yeah.
I lost 1 point seeing Charlotte, and I just lost 3 points. So I'm now at 45 from my base 50. And my max is 79.
That's not updated on your sheet. Can you...
Oh, do I need to click away?
Okay. So you started at 50.
I started at 49 today.
Started at 49 today.
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. I need to keep track of your sanity. For
yeah, I
obvious
know.
reasons.
Mm-hmm.
It's just... Okay.
No, I started at 50 today. All the...
It's not
all
done
the
on
event-
days, remember. It's adventure-wide.
No, I know, but
yeah.
yeah, but I started on 50.
Okay. Even so. Okay, we're continuing. We're going for another round. So what are you three doing?
I'm gonna again try and track it and just fire again.
Okay.
I'm firing
I'm
at
gonna
this
need
creature.
I'm gonna need a spot hidden from Arthur, because he missed the first time, so he doesn't actually know where it is.
Damn it.
Willem, you can still see this creature just about, so you can take a shot. And
Nope.
Hartwell, you just
That's
keeping
missed.
going? You keeping it steady?
I'm
You're muted,
insisting
buddy.
You drive faster.
You're muted. Oh well, you're muted.
You're muted on Discord.
While this is going on,
Probably
I'm questioning Artemis
Not
about
anymore!
the idiosyncrasies
Okay, what are you doing,
of
Hartwell?
drinking in England.
I'm dropping into low gear and slamming the accelerator down to the floor.
Okay.
Please,
Get some
move.
speed
Give me
quickly.
a driving skill, or car handling, or whatever you've got of that sort.
Wait, I buffed that, didn't I? For fuck's sake.
Um,
Gah.
Drive
Byron, you
forward.
do not see this, and Willem, you miss the creature. And it's with that miss, the recoil kind of swings you a little bit, and you've lost sight of it.
Shit.
Drive auto.
Drive auto, yeah.
Yeah, drive auto.
I'm 60 in this.
Hold on.
Oh shit.
Okay, this is going to be the creatures.
Yeah, I'm back to form, guys. I'm back to form.
Why aren't I driving? I'm 60 in this skill.
Okay.
Use my car. I haven't used my
With
car
that
yet.
and that, I need that.
Ah.
Well, fine. We'll swap.
Okay, so
After I stole the car.
you all just hear a ka-chunk, and Hartwell, you feel the wheel just spin in your hand, and the vehicle begins to careen to its side. Something is plowed into the back of the vehicle. Can those of you in the back who have been taking shots and clearly not wearing a seatbelt? I don't think there are seatbelts in this kind of vehicle, actually. Thinking about
yet.
they don't
No,
exist
no.
yet. Yeah, please
Aye,
give
we're
me
close.
some sort of roll to stay stable. I'll say a strength, a dex, or if you've got a specific skill to, like, hold on.
I'm gonna make a dex roll.
And Hartwell, I need
don't feel-
another
oh my-
drive auto for you to try and
Oh.
keep control of the vehicle.
Why do I not even succeed these?
Oh. Ah.
Oh, shit. Okay,
Okay.
I just thought of something, but
Okay, so
mind.
Willem, you are thrown forward in the vehicle, and you go straight into the front seats. That impact into the front seat jogs Hartwell. Hartwell spin. He tries to grab the wheel, but it spins, and the car just completely spins into a ditch, into the side of the road.
oh, we're fucked.
I'm trying to figure out like where it is again, and I'm just like aiming.
Okay.
I want
Right.
to see if I can
Into
spot it
the
again
car
as well.
like this. Pull out my weapon.
Okay,
Yeah.
you pull out your weapon. All three of you can give me a spot hidden now.
Come on! What is
The
this?
eyes.
Really liking those 90s.
Fuck off, Ben.
Okay, Hardwell, please hit it.
Yes. I
Hartwell-
got extreme.
In the road behind you, you see the creature, its eyes blaring at you, and it's moving towards you.
Okay, I will fire when I know how to fire. Ah.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
You see this creature, and it's getting closer and closer and closer, and it leaps up. And as it leaps, you pull the trigger of your 45 automatic, and the bullet just rips out, and you see it hit this creature, and you can only really tell it by the eyes, but you see the eyes, instead of coming from straight at you, just dart off to the side, and it kind of roll a little bit, and it goes into the farm fields next to you. This creature, and it drops out of sight, but please, you've rolled the damage. Okay, it is now in the farm fields, but not coming for you anymore. You've lost sight of it, but you know you landed that hit. What are you all doing?
I fucking grab
Can I
my
just
torch,
do a river lock?
kick out the door, and just just prepare to shoot it again.
Okay, you're
So-
gonna try and shoot it. All gonna try and
Yeah.
shoot it.
Yeah, like I'm like kicking the door out, like torch, and just yeah.
Okay, give me 2 seconds.
My god, I just can't shoot for shit.
Okay,
It's the two things I'm good at: shooting and seeing. And I'm not doing either very well right now.
you brace yourselves as a group. This attacked vehicle becoming like a circled wagon in the Wild West, and you've each taking an angle. Hartwell, you've trained onto where you think that creature's just gone, and nothing.
Go towards it. We have to find where it landed.
Yeah.
It's about a minute passes. The adrenaline drops. It's gone.
So like
Let's see
yeah,
if we can find.
yeah. See if we can find tracks.
Yeah. It must have made some kind of indentation on the ground when it hit.
Must have. And I'm reloading
God,
my.
I have to.
I'm reloading my Webley.
Yeah, I'm reloading my. I really want reloading
Okay,
my Colt.
okay, all of you are reloading.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you bring more
no,
ammo on
still
you?
not-
Max slamming a new one.
I did bring more ammo.
Okay, you've definitely got more ammo on you. Have you?
Yeah,
all
I
got...
also-
Okay, don't
Always
worry.
always bring a spare clip.
Okay,
Oh, I got the shakes, man. I got the shakes, man.
with that, with you about to explore this road, I'm going to jump over to the other group.
You
Fair
fuck.
So,
We're having quite a nice time.
yeah, Bobby, Artemis,
Yeah,
and
like whatever is
Borgvard.
going on with you guys, like we just
Bobby,
chilling.
Borgvard, and Artemis. What are you doing?
I'm
You've
kind of
left.
confused at the obsession with the tea in this country, but I'm pretty sure that mother likes me, kind of.
Oh God.
Probably's like.
Yes.
It's probably about. Take about.
We really went in that long. I would
Yeah,
say,
no,
like-
it's about 8:35 right now.
Turn
It
in
was
for
10
the
past
night
8
back
when
to
you
the
got there.
estate.
8:35.
Have a cup of tea, I guess. Is it too late for that? I don't know.
It's never too late for tea.
I was about to say, never too late for tea, really.
Head back to the estate, wait for the others, see what.
We don't have any cars.
And only one of you stays at the estate.
All of the driving that was occurring was previously that. We didn't.
Wasn't I constantly flagging down, like getting rides from like car services? I got an Uber, didn't I?
You could probably get a ride.
Very ahead of their time was Uber.
It's
Didn't
Mr.
pay
and
anybody
Mrs.
back
Uber.
then.
They live on South Street.
German immigrants, actually. Not very
Yeah.
popular after years.
Not very popular right now, no.
They're not called Uber. They're called-
How far is it to walk there?
To walk to Bexley Hall from the centre of town, 25 minutes.
We just hoof it. It's a nice night.
Yeah, but you're the only one that needs to go there.
All right.
You are indeed.
I guess I get to take the lonely walk then.
I
I
probably
walked a
wouldn't
lonely
walk
road.
alone at night.
Artemis, you know if you wanted to go home, you could call and be picked up.
Yeah, I mean, you guys haven't even like asked me what I've learned. Like, but that's fine. Maybe we should wait for the group. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Perhaps we should wait for the others somewhere.
Are they coming back here? I just assumed we were going back there.
They would probably turn back to Bexley. Well,
Well, yeah, we didn't really organise a place to meet.
Meanwhile, like a couple miles away, screaming and gunfire.
Well, no, because you're currently about an hour ahead of them in the timeline.
Oh yeah.
All
I
right.
was having a fun look at bodies right now.
so we have to find something to do within an hour and then get to a point that we've not previously arranged. Okay, I'm gonna just make the logical assumption that you guys will probably go straight back to Bexley because you're in a car
That's
and
that's
you
what they're
wouldn't
saying.
necessarily. Yeah, think so.
We could just hoof it there. It'll take about the right amount of time.
Does my grandfather have a car by any chance? I've
He
got
does
a
not.
motorbike, but that's not very good. So
He does not.
no.
I suppose if we went to Bexley, we could have a cup of tea. And there you go.
My car is still there, but I probably have the keys for it.
We can head back to Bexley
I've got-
Hall,
hey,
have
I've
a cup
got
of tea, and
I've
wait
got
for the whole
locksmith's
thing to
tool.
blow over.
Bexley Hall has a number of cars that have travelled you into town before, and you could always just ring and you assume and get a driver to pick you up to take you to Bexley Hall.
Can we not
Especially if
steal Captain
Borkvar's
Byron's car?
staying there.
Can we not what?
Steal Captain Byron's car.
Which is in the centre of town right now.
Yeah, that actually is doing him a favor.
It's a small English town. I'm not parking in the centre of Bolton or something. The window's unlocked. The big "Steal Me" sign on it.
There aren't
Do
any
you
windows
know
on
how
it.
to steal a car?
In this day and
Bobby.
age, yeah, there's a button.
I mean, I know engines, so you know.
Bobby
There's a
Quirk
button
thinks
or a
he could
toggle,
probably
you just-
jumpstart this car if that's what you're thinking.
You just go like this and it turns on.
It's the propeller on
probably
the
not-
front, you gotta wind and then... Like it's Brom.
No, like my dad's got a car from the 30s. Like he had to have a key like basically installed in it because there's just a toggle lock on. There's just a toggle you turn it on.
So Byron to come back was near-death experience to find some twats broken and nicked his car.
It's not even broken in, you
broken
don't have
anything.
side windows. They can
Oh.
climb in.
Car.
At least you
Yeah,
didn't
let's
crash
just
your
no,
car.
it's cool. We'll just take the car over. We'll do him a favor. That's what we'll do.
Okay.
Are you
Byron,
genuinely suggesting this to the group?
do you have any sort of security on your car? Would you have any sort of
A
security on your car?
landmine in the passenger seat. No.
Just so I know, because I know that this brand of car does not have a key ignition.
He's quite a paranoid guy, so I
But
don't
it
know what
has the
to do.
ability to padlock said keyed, that non-keyed ignition.
There probably is at least a padlock.
Yeah, okay, that's what.
And probably not exactly a cheap one either.
Okay. So, team with the locksmith in, are you gonna steal his car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like it'd save time.
Bobby Quirk, give me a. If you're
Artemis
going through
isn't
this.
necessarily like condoning this, but I don't feel like she wants to argue with these two when they
Okay.
clearly think that this was the
Yeah, you've seen this brand of lock before. You just pick out a couple of your tools and it pops right open without even breaking the lock. You now have access to Arthur Byron's car.
I'm having a very bad night.
I mean, can either of you drive?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Bobby
Legally
can.
or legally?
I can, yeah.
Bobby can.
I already said I'm driving.
You have one arm, you
No,
Just shotgun driving with your one arm.
I disagree with that.
I think perhaps it might.
Which is even worse
Okay,
because I only have my left hand.
Bobby
so-
and Borgvard, what's both of your movement?
I mean, I'm already sat in the driver's seat because I would have to unlock the.
Yes, that's very true. Bobby's in the driver's seat.
And just push him over.
Give me a strength check.
Oh.
Contested.
Okay, I'm gonna get into the passenger
Ooh,
side
good.
no matter what.
Can I leverage my size against it?
Yes, of course you can.
Against my
Oh,
knees.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby, you just feel Borgvard go, like sort of nudge into you, put a little bit of pressure, and then stop and go.
Oh, sorry, I tripped.
But yeah, you're
Wait,
in.
are you in the? Wait, I'll go in the back.
Yeah, you're at the back.
I don't want
But no,
any
there's
fun.
3 in the front. You
No,
can
I'll
get 3
go
in
in
the
the
front.
back.
Yeah, no worries.
Bench,
These boys
bench
need
seats,
to-
it's fine.
Yep.
You're too rowdy in the front.
And yeah, you're in the car. You drive. I'm guessing you're driving to Bexley Hall.
Yeah.
Okay. You relatively know the way. Bobby, you've driven past Bexley Hall a number of times, but you can get there pretty quickly. And you arrive back at Bexley Hall with no interference to your journey.
Yeah, the interference is kind of a bit way to the southwest
It's
right
been
now.
taken care of elsewhere.
You don't
Just
know
sort of
that.
comment on the way.
They don't know
while we're
that.
Driving, like.
Like, oh, a lovely
Um,
dandy journey through the darkness. Lovely. Meanwhile,
Would you like to do anything at Bexley Hall in particular, or are we just?
I feel we just hang out in that little like drinking nook and wait for him.
Yeah, we're gonna have a cup of tea.
Okay.
We're having a real chill evening.
Yeah, you really are comparatively to the
nice,
people
really.
being chased by what is essentially.
The sun went down. It's a nice
Well,
crisp like
I'll let
18 C outside.
I'll let Thingy just describe what it is. I mean, a few of you have kind of seen it now, but not in the detail that Thingy has. Okay.
What's this?
The people that were shooting at the creature kind of have seen the creature, but no one has seen it compared to how Willem has seen this creature.
Okay.
You might say you've seen too much.
I
man,
doth
I've been
protest he see too much. That's what he gets for getting a 1 when trying to spot a thing from another world.
enlightenment will drive you mad.
Okay. Yep. That's you get bought tea, and they say that there is there's actually some cake left over from the evening. If anyone would like a slice of
I would love a
frosted
slice
carrot
of
cake.
I personally don't, but you know what? Artemis likes carrot cake. I'm writing that into her character sheet right this second.
Okay. Yep. And that's available.
Make
to
sure
you.
it's not something he can touch.
Can you all give me a spot hidden, please?
At Bexley Hall.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Wait a minute. Where are the rest of them?
This isn't Bexley Hall.
Okay. No, you're fine. You don't see anything.
we don't see things running around, maybe.
And with you enjoying your cake, I will return to the fight party. How's your blood pressure?
I'm getting the
Heartbeat's
shakes,
still
man.
pretty fucking high.
Okay.
I'm getting the shakes, man.
What are you doing?
I'm going
Well,
out
we,
like
we
you know.
decided we're going reloaded, and we're going to, as a unit, go to where I saw the thing go into the field and see if we can find a body.
Yes.
Okay. So it's not too hard to see, but because a lot of the wheat, it's wheat, very tall, like it's like it's corn stalks, the tops of which have been broken where it flew past, and you progress into the field, and this is, you cannot see probably about 5 feet in front of you because it's just thick with these plants. You assume that maybe these should have been harvested already, but a lot of the farmhands maybe have been busy with other things. Ideally, maybe a certain investigation. And you continue through, and you see this slightly flattened area appear in front of you, like where it looks like whatever it was hit the floor and rolled, but it's not there.
Are there any traces of like any kind of, I don't know, marks other than the mark, like, I don't know, blood or like viscera or any?
There's stuff.
Goop. It's the goop.
This creature flew.
I know.
So,
Can I look at like?
Did I mention that it had a strange blue tinge, almost pulsating?
No, you did
was,
not.
And red glowing eyes.
Yeah, the red glowing eyes. I'm gonna be honest. I did notice.
Yeah, and very sharp teeth.
I'm gonna score.
Hound wolf-like features. I
Okay.
didn't see any wings, but it was flying all right.
Yeah. You do notice a liquid, should we say?
What color?
Like a deep sort of violet.
I'm gonna sort of like, you know, sort of squat
A
down, have a look
clear
at it.
mix between red, a crimson red, and a deep blue.
I'm just gonna sort of like look at this like. Jeez.
Do I have anything that I could pick it up with? Probably not.
And you notice that. Well, give me a spot hidden if you're looking at the blood.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Well,
can I do
could I tear the first
a nice
page of
hand.
Bradshaw? I always carry Bradshaw's guide with me. Could I tear the first page out and dip it in the liquid?
You could, but Byron, you notice. Hartwell, you definitely noticed this.
Oh, okay.
Byron, you saw some of the plants around you were kind of singed. It's the easiest way to think. But you, Hartwell, noticed this, that
Xenomorph.
the liquid is slightly burning through the plant matter and even slightly into the ground.
May not want to do that then.
No.
Blood is acidic.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And can you give me?
I'm looking around.
Actually, no. With that spot hidden, Hartwell, you'd get that. There's a really strong smell of sulfur in the air.
Anyone else smell sulfur?
When he mentions it, you can now all smell sulfur.
Yes, I do.
Yes, indeed.
Is there a trail of this acidic blood stuff?
It looks like it
Where's my witch's
pulls
senses?
slightly where it might have like bashed into the ground and then is gone. There's nothing past this area.
But is there any other like marks of like, I don't know, something walking at all?
No,
Tracks? Anything?
none.
There's nothing here. That thing was clearly fucking massive. It would have.
It was huge.
Jeez, fucking.
Let's get back to the car. Can we still get the car running? Because I would like to get home now. I'm not feeling too well.
It's in a ditch. That's gonna be just tough to get out.
I'll have to come back tomorrow for it.
Walk home. How far are we from?
You guys are currently about here on the map. Have I brought you all back to the map there?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
no, looking at like the car, how bad in the ditch is it? Is it like okay, a bit of a push and like some vertical, or is it like wedged?
Give me another spot hidden. Yeah, it's, okay, you get it with that. It's not hard. You think you could get the car out the ditch, but the front right wheel is buckled.
Oh, damn.
Shit.
Alright, we're gonna have to come back for the car tomorrow.
Indeed. I left my car in town. Don't worry, you can take it back.
All right.
Let's go for town then. Grab your car.
Let's go.
Right, let's head for town.
Okay.
And then we'll go back to Bexley Hall.
About 20 minutes. You get into town. Byron, your car's not there.
Oh, for fuck's sake. As if tonight wasn't bad enough. I'm in no mood to go tracking down some car thieves and beating the shit out of them. We'll do this tomorrow.
You guys gonna walk back to Bexley Hall, or are you gonna try and...
Can we make a phone call? Like,
Yes.
You could
Let 'em
probably
deliver
nip
us a car.
into... You could probably nip into the police station and get picked
Yes.
up.
yes.
Before we go, I'm just gonna like hold the two back. Do we mention that we were chased by?
Yes,
Some-
let's mention we were chased by a flying wolf.
The
be
inspector
staying in the police
seems
station.
interested, but I'm not sure how interested and how much credibility we'll keep if we mention this right now.
Indeed.
It's hard enough to explain why we crashed our car, let alone the fact that we.
And if we mention that
How far would the gunfire travel in the bog?
Well,
Because we did fire like 9 shots.
as you head into the police station, you notice the inspector and 2 other police officers. One has got what looks to be like a farmer's hunting shotgun that he's loading, and the inspector is loading a Webley, and so is one of the other police officers. Mm-hmm. They're in like at a table in the corner of the reception area, and the inspector turns around and is like, you guys are military men. Do you have weapons on you? We heard some gunshots, and we're gonna go and check it out.
Yeah, that was us. We were being attacked by a wolf.
You could have put it better than that, but something large attacked us when we were driving back from the moors. It hit the car and span us into a ditch. I can't tell you. I couldn't.
A wolf?
I didn't get a good look at it. I just saw it was big, running towards us, and definitely hit us hard. And we found. Well, it might be easier to tell you in person.
You are in person. I'm in front of you.
No, let's show you in person.
Right.
What are you saying about
there.
credibility?
Yeah, I was gonna keep my mouth shut, but you know.
Yeah, so was I.
Okay.
I was gonna say the car backfired a couple times.
We
The car backfired 5 times and span into a ditch and.
Then we reloaded it and it backfired a couple more times.
And the wheel fell off or something, just randomly.
Did you land any hits on the wolf?
2,
I
we
did.
think.
Probably.
Yes. A hit which caused it to hit, which made it angry, I think, and then
Well-
Hartwell got a good hit as well.
If you hit it, it's probably not a problem anymore.
Maybe, but we found blood and it not where the blood was, shall we say.
They're tricksy buggers. They can crawl off without you noticing.
I'm going to make a
But
sense motive at this point.
I'm
Not
okay,
sense
go for
motive,
it. Yeah.
psychology.
yeah.
I'm
Go
mixing
for it.
systems.
It's the same thing, sort of. Go
Yeah,
for
I'm
it.
mixing systems here.
You think he's being truthful?
Alright. Okay. Well,
It's been a long night, and I've got a lot to get through right now. Can it wait till the morning?
sure, fine.
Could you?
Would you like a lift to wherever you're staying.
That would be fantastic. My car appears to have gone missing. Because my night wasn't going well enough for it either.
I might have the answer to your car problem. It seems your companions, Miss Sheffield, the Norwegian bloke, and the guy with the scars.
I like how she was named first.
That's the one he knows. Got in and drove off. I thought you gave them the key or whatever it was you locked it with. They seem to have no trouble with getting the lock off. So
no, they wouldn't.
And I just assumed that they wouldn't be foolish enough to steal the car from in front of the fucking police station. So
No, why I fucking parked it there.
Yeah, I thought that was you. My mistake.
Well, don't worry about it. If I'd be fine with them using it.
Stims, take these guys to Bexley Hall if you would. And you are given a lift back to the police station.
As I'm sort of looking in between, as I'm driving,
back to Bexley Hall. My bad.
Are either of you injured by that? When we span out, it was quite the impact.
I got a bruise, but that's about it.
Nothing damaging. You're probably all a little bit shaken up.
Yeah.
Willem more than most, because he got a good look at that creature.
Yeah, still trying to get that picture out of my head. Not really working right now.
And yeah, you arrive back at Bexley Hall. Artemis, Borgvard, and Mr. Quirk, you're sitting, drinking your tea, eating your cake, as Willem,
It's quite good.
Arthur, and Forrest walk in, caked in a thick black mud.
That's why I didn't go
Tired,
into the
bedraggled, and frankly looking a bit worse for wear than when you saw them last.
Artemis is going to loudly drop her teacup into her saucer.
If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna change clothes. I'll be back in.
That is the rudest thing I've ever heard a British person do.
Drops teacup in anger.
I didn't break it, I just
Drops potato.
made a clatter.
Yeah, I'll be back in 5 minutes. I need to change clothes because. Ugh.
I can wait. Oh. So how has your evening been?
Quite lovely.
I'm just going to mute
honestly.
myself unless you need NPCs from...
I made a new friend.
That's good. That's nice. We made
Wait.
Goodness gracious.
we made
had
two
some
new
lovely
friends.
cake, but we
We made two new friends actually tonight. One, the body we found in the marsh, and two, a big fucking creature that knocked our car off the road.
Whose
I
car?
think
Your
They're
car.
where I'm from, they're called reindeer. It might just be some sort of.
Do your reindeers fly outside of like?
Actually, yes, they do.
well, one
Quite
foggy
the
Christmas
mythology.
Eve.
Is the car right?
Oh, the car's fucked.
Okay, Artemis is gonna be. She's blushing. She's just gonna like head in hands. Oh, she
Oh,
knows.
right,
Is there
The car is damaged, but it's repairable. Please, it's okay.
Well, that's quite the sailor's mouth you've got there, Byron. You hear from above you as Lady Bexley looks over the balcony.
Daddy, come on.
So
Roger.
I've had quite the terrible evening.
I don't think he was in the Navy.
I've changed
Like a
my
horrible
clothes in the
season.
meantime. Like, oof.
It's a
Horrible
term
season.
of phrase, Mr. Gunderson. I'll be down in a moment.
Oh no, I have horrible seasickness.
I ate all.
Any of the servants around which I can give my dirty clothing to?
Yeah,
So I
you can. You
Did
can
you
find
just
someone.
strip it off?
No, I went to my room.
He did say
I
he
said
went to
this.
the room. He did.
I said
Remember,
this.
there's buzzers and stuff that you can call for
Oh, yeah,
servants
good.
and things.
So-
I am going to take my jacket
Oh
off.
my,
though,
these
so-
clothes are so dirty.
I
I
did say I was going to my room to change. So,
I am going to sort of like take my like jacket off and like go to the minibar, pour myself a very stiff drink.
I'll
Okay.
just shout from the balcony, make that a double for me, please.
I get another one, pour it quickly, and just slam down.
Oh,
Forrest?
I am not leaving this bar for a
I
bit.
get another one.
So,
All doubles.
now
Yeah.
that you've had time to sort of
Get drunk.
Settle.
Chug.
Yeah.
We
I will be
want to
chugging a bit. Yeah.
Lady Bexley turns around and she goes, "Well, seems you were in for quite the evening. Hartwell, what on earth happened? Speak plainly, the other two are a bit mumbled, shall we say."
Well, Maddie, why don't you take a seat and I'll explain everything.
"Oh, happily." And she sits down, cross her legs. She lights a cigarette and begins to smoke.
Well, the young lady, Charlotte Franklin,
That's her.
seems her body was found out in the bog.
Oh God, that's horrible.
So we went to help the police. And when we got there, we found the body, but it was a little submerged in the bog. So with a little bit of muscle, we were able to get the young lady free. Unfortunately, she's been horribly mutilated.
Don't spare all the gory details for us, then.
And both her eyes missing.
Yeah. Well,
Again, don't spare the gory details, Barrett.
Artemis is about to throw up. She regrets the carrot cake.
It looked more like she.
I was being polite conversation here.
Arthur was being very impolite conversation here.
I'm just nodding and drinking.
Arthur, how big a
so
drink did you
anyway,
pour?
The police
Is there
took
any
the
more
body away, and we decided to have a little look around the scene, see if we could see anything else. I found traces of something, possibly an animal that had been in the area recently, although it's not the print we've ever actually witnessed ourselves.
No, a little large or something around here.
Yeah. So we then decided we were going to go back ourselves. Got a bit turned around, obviously. Bog and whatnot.
Large doesn't describe it.
And when we got back to the car, we were on our way back. We were taking it nice and slow. Road I'm not used to, you know. And we were attacked by a very large animal.
Glowing eyes, I spotted it out the back of the car, keeping pace with us.
Glowing eyes? What,
That
as
wasn't
in,
the worst of
as in
it.
reflections?
Between the three of us, we were able to subdue the creature, at least temporarily.
No.
But unfortunately, sorry, I forgot your name. Willem, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Got more of a good look at it than the rest of us, and
Right, where do you want
what
me
he
to start?
describes is not exactly something that you would believe if you had not experienced it.
Indeed.
Anyway, the car is in a ditch with a broken front end, and we weren't able to find the body.
Also, my car was, not where I parked it, but I'll, as far as things tonight go, I'll let that pass.
You
But
would have
Willem,
seen it
why don't
coming
you
in.
describe what you saw, my friend?
Well, first of all, it was more like a hound-like creature, almost wolf-like, very patchy fur, a lot of muscle mass around the eyes, missing an ear, not looking very shabby. It's I had a bullet hole already, so
That was me.
Arthur definitely clipped it when I saw it, and it had a blue pulsating tinge, and this is making me feel very, very queasy.
And
Also, did I mention it was floating without any visible wings?
Floating.
Floating.
Indeed.
And that was the thing that hit us and knocked my rolls off the road.
And it was very dedicated to following us until we more or less unloaded on it.
The shot I did was, well, this isn't I sort of like indicate to my Webley, this isn't exactly a small revolver that stops most things dead, and I think I got a good shot straight between the eyes. It didn't seem phased. Well, phased isn't the right word, but it was still clearly up and able to move.
Yes, it was less than pleasurable.
We found where it landed as well in one of the farmer's fields by the side. He takes a big gulp from his whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
The patch, it was, well, we found some of the creature's blood, I assume. It was, well, a mixture of crimson and almost like a strange violet colour.
Not to
And
mention acidic.
Yes. it singed the ground beneath it, almost like that patch of woodland we found the other day.
It didn't just singe; it was eating away at the ground.
Yeah.
Strong acid by the look of it. And left no marks. Must have floated away or some shit, and he just takes another gulp.
Give me a constitution.
Follows in drinking as well.
You're fine.
Oh yeah,
This tiny, incredibly skinny guy is just drinking with no problem.
Well, it seems like you all had a bit of an active night. Well, you say this creature is still out there?
It's injured, yes,
so.
but it's still mobile.
It's not dead, or we would have found it.
And do you think this
I
all has
wouldn't
something
say
to do
so.
with the girls?
Well, it
Perhaps.
followed us from where we found the girl.
And what she had, and the wounds on her body were, well, as the spare something, it was slashing, we'll say. It looked almost,
Quite
Yeah.
mutilated.
yes, it looked almost like something like a shrapnel, like a bomb had gone off. I'm sorry, I'll spare you the gory
So-
details, like I said.
The creature hadn't eaten her.
No.
No,
Why
but
would it
there
have
were
attacked?
there were parts missing though.
Also, in the girl's hand, we found a daisy, just clutched in her fist. And the inspector told us that there's no daisies anywhere around here. Well, at least not in the forest. Certainly not in the bogs.
Was it a flower like you saw in the deer?
I didn't see the deer.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at Willem.
Would I have recognized that? I mean,
Give me an intelligence roll.
oh god.
You're kind of deducting.
If only it was. Could I sway for an education roll?
No.
Ah, damn it.
This is something
Okay,
you've
still
learned. This is
success.
something you're comprehending.
Yeah. Well, still
Y-
success.
It has very much similarities.
Okay. So yes.
Well, I personally think maybe even those who are not staying with us should stay here tonight. I don't like the idea of you going out there if there's a creature out there, especially you, Artemis. I would hate to think what would happen if you left my care and then were attacked.
A slight flash. Do we have to roll for rooms?
Only if you're gonna take her up on that.
Oh, sorry. She said it in such a way that I wouldn't possibly.
Well,
have just...
that's directed. So that's directed at Artemis and Bobby. So
Well, I
I
have.
suppose that makes sense.
What time is the funeral tomorrow morning?
funeral's at lunch.
Lunchtime. So yeah, I have a bit of time to prepare in the morning then.
I can drive you in the morning. You do something, take my mind off it. He's going to put the
What?
whiskey down.
What is the time?
Of the day, of night.
Now, yes.
No.
It's probably edging just past 9:30, maybe.
Okay, I'm
a bit,
just
well,
thinking
no,
we
a bit
got
later than that. Sorry,
pretty early.
9:45.
This morning, like really early this morning.
Yeah, been a
In that
long
case-
day.
I think it might be time to head in. We've had rather a long day.
Indeed.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'd be very gracious for your hospitality.
Oh, and Bobby,
Hello.
what did you do with my padlock?
I left it in the car.
Good, good, good. Hey,
Yeah,
for someone
I-
else to break in.
I assumed Bobby repadlocked the car.
Yeah, I would have left the padlock on the car, or the ignition while it was unlocked, and then just locked it again.
So, I ask you all: is there anything else you'd like to discuss or do this evening at Bexley Hall?
So, Artemis, what did you find out from your friend?
I promised I wouldn't say anything. But I don't think that we should be looking into her lover. Just know that she was walking back to her house through Church Street, which would make sense that she went missing there.
Okay.
Oh, so the girl did have a lover.
A little blush and a little grin. She did.
Well, whoever
And then I'll
suggested
get
that
like,
was right on the money.
like kind of sad for a second and be like, I hope she still will.
Oh gosh, yes. I fear I was already using past tense. No ill will meant.
Also, Maddie, do you have any ice? I've bruised my shoulder a bit earlier. Oh no.
What psychology? I don't know. How would I?
Was that a GM fail using past tense, or was that an actual in character using past tense?
That was a GM fail.
Okay, then I wouldn't have rolled that if that was a GM fail.
Okay.
Likely story.
Wait, what?
That's a fumble.
dodge.
I was going to say, because that means I get to decide what happens. Rich money penny. I had a really good idea for one as well. Failed psychology roll. Yes. So, what are we doing?
I'm going to do some first aid on my shoulder so I can regain my lost hit point.
Yep. That's fine. You can be found ice.
Okay, so I need
you
to roll
can-
for that.
Yeah, please roll. And it's going to be a hard to try and
So, okay.
because you did lose a hit point.
I mean, yeah, but like that, I think that's normally that's what first aid is for regaining 1 hit point.
Yeah, but you're using only ice. You haven't got medical supplies,
Okay, I will do that.
and that's a hard.
Would you look at that?
See, don't complain.
I'm so good at it. It's my one skill.
Said everybody in Britain.
Everybody's
Anybody
good,
else
isn't
doing
it?
anything of the sort?
I'm heading upstairs, write my article, and do another couple of hours of reading on the book I had before.
Okay. No worries.
Bedtime.
Arthur's gonna go to bed, but make sure that his, pistol is
Also,
on his.
I'll
is
have
on
a
his-
bath because I still.
Oh, yeah, also
have
that.
on me.
No worries. You can run a bath.
Yeah. And when Arthur goes to bed, he's gonna just keep his revolver on his, bedside table cocked.
Okay. So
Do I have to roll again for my room?
no. You've
No,
seen it
thank
once.
God.
So, who in the party has the lowest luck?
Still
Wait,
me.
where are we sleeping?
Still me.
Artemis and actually, there is special room still available. Can you roll me a d6, please? Yeah. We got a 3. Hold on, let me quickly get back to Bexley Hall. And Bobby's got a 5. Well, I might have to tell you to re-roll those, but give me a moment. Bexley Hall to Bexley Hall. Which I need to put some tabs so I know where certain things are in this. Booker. A 3. Okay. Artemis, you are led to one of the standard bedroom suites. Relatively close to the you've just gone past what is known as the South Suite and taken a right on the upper floor, and it's one of the 4 rooms in that little corridor. Bobby, you are led to a corner of the north wing, and you go around the corner, you go past this very large black room, and then you take another turn and you go into a small room. there that is. Let me read you the description. This room
Bodies everywhere.
is the same size of most of the standard suites, but is painted in a baby pink and is furnished with white furniture. It resembles very much a doll's house. It has all the furnishings you'd need: queen-size bed, desk, wardrobes. But there is a very large door at the far end of the room, to which resembles a walk-in wardrobe.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Wait.
This room that is like hidden behind.
Yeah. If you were looking at the map and had an idea of the schematics of the building, yes.
Hang on, I need
Yes.
some. I have extra.
Okay. Is the door open to this walk-in wardrobe?
Are you going to investigate this walk-in wardrobe?
If the door's not open, I wouldn't go and.
Well, the door's open.
Then I would have a glance in, see what's in there.
Okay. You see coats. Clothes.
Off to Narnia with you.
Beat me to my second.
Bye.
God damn it.
Give me a spot hidden.
Cookie. Orange balls.
See pine trees. I'm done.
The wardrobe's not as big as you thought. You thought that it would it'd be more of a walk-in side jobby, but no, there's just coats in your face and clothes.
Okay. I think that's about all I'd do then.
Okay.
I probably would have grabbed a book or something on the way up.
Just a random book?
Yeah.
Okay. Very easy to find. There's a fuck ton of books in this building.
I'll grab Lady Bexley at some point and ask if I could have night
So-
clothes.
Night clothes.
Something to sleep in.
Oh, yes, of course. Come with me. And she takes you into her chamber, the Bexley
Oh
suite.
no.
And she goes to one of the large wardrobes in her room and take your pick. And inside there is a multitude of styles of nightwear, shall we say. A lot of it fine material. None of it very long. Most of it silk. A lot of it imported. And yeah, take your pick.
Like probably the longest or most covering, and then like if there was a dressing gown, maybe.
You don't see a dressing gown, but
Could
as
I
you
ask
turn
for one?
as you turn around, Lady Bexley is with a glass of wine, just staring at your like embarrassment at the clothes in front of
A
you.
lingerie closet. Sure.
And she just kind of points to the door, where next to the door there is a number of dressing gowns hanging. You can take one of those if you like. She just puts down her wine and just sort of chuckles to herself and opens a book.
Okay, I'm not so worried then. I guess I'll take like maybe. Is there any that have long sleeves? I assume this is a big drafty house.
The longest sleeves you
I'm
find
cute.
are about to elbow. Yeah.
3/4 away. Okay, yeah, sure.
You find something relatively modest for that drawer. You still think
Relatively
you would
modest, I
turn
like
heads if you weren't in a dressing gown, but
But yeah, okay, I'll
obviously you
take
don't
it.
need to change unless you get into your room, unless you want to change in front of Lady Bexley. That would require some different roles, but
She did nearly walk on me changing already one time. So
I'm not saying there'd be roles for her.
let me just realize I'm not playing myself and be boring and go and change in my own room.
Yep, no worries. Anybody else doing anything?
I sleep paranoidly.
Okay, if everyone's going to sleep, I need... What is everybody's luck number?
31.
I know Borgvard
99.
spent a lot, so
56.
67 at the moment.
Whatever the
44.
89 now because I spent
oh,
one.
okay.
God
So
damn it.
we'll start off with Byron, but he's not going to be the only person that.
Before you get into this, I want to get up in the middle of the night.
Okay.
Oh shit, here we go again.
And I want to sneak over to that locked door I found where I saw the shadow, and I want to try to pick the lock.
If you remember correctly, there was.
You're like here, and it's over here.
Okay,
Yeah,
this
that's
that
a
will take a
long
number of checks. We'll do your thing in between
Hey, buddy.
what Byron sees and what another person sees. So, Byron,
Mm-hmm.
you awake in the night with a bit of a shiver to. You know, one of those nights where you just suddenly wake up. It's like, you know, when you feel like you've just fallen out of a dream.
Yes. Very well.
Yeah. You wake up and you shoot up, and
Revolver.
your room is very cold.
Hmm.
Very cold. Almost moist. The room feels wet.
Oh.
And
What? Gonna reach for the lamp.
okay, you're gonna try and turn on the lamp.
Yeah.
The lamp does not turn on,
Oh shit.
and you
My torch,
hear,
which I start. Sorry, no, I wouldn't have had the foresight to do that. Never mind.
you hear footsteps trudging along the balcony.
What?
Outside?
I just have a look. I turn around and look with my revolver very much at the ready.
And you
I'm ready to
see,
shot.
silhouetted by the moon, a figure slowly walking
Yeah,
along the balcony. And
Hello?
you shout out hello.
Yeah.
The figure stops at the door.
Yeah, aiming right at its like center of mass.
Center mass, okay.
Yeah.
You open the door. You open the door. You just see the door handle begin to turn.
Just take a step back. Just like
Were
you know,
you getting
ready.
up out of bed?
Yep. I get out of bed. It's like
Okay,
taking
you
a
stand on
stance,
the
like-
floor, and the floor is wet. There is like an inch of water, it feels like, on the floor.
I just get into like a shooting stance.
Okay, and you look down at the feet, like what your feet, like shocks. You look up, and the person is not there. There's nothing at the window anymore.
I just rush out, push it's the water like dripping out from the balcony now. The door's open.
No. And
Just-
you go onto the balcony. It's cold outside, but there's nothing here. You look back at the room. There's no water. And you look at the floor of the balcony, and you see a wet boot print. But that is the only sign of whatever was there.
Arthur's getting up, like pushing out his door open. Just
As in the front door to like into Bexley Hall.
into Bexley Hall, yeah.
It's dark, but it's Bexley Hall.
I'm gonna stay outside for a little bit
Okay.
and just like keeping an eye out, or like keeping an eye and ear out, almost like just.
Okay.
What,
You
you
do
just standing on the balcony?
I'm just standing on the inside.
How long are you going to do this for?
About an hour, maybe 2. Like
Okay.
he's not sleeping for a while.
Borgvard. Your body clock wakes you up, like you kind of commanded it to.
Yeah.
It is the dead of night. What would you like to do?
How does one learn this power?
I would like to. You never done that before? Like, no, you have to wake up early in the morning and just do it.
My body does not do what I tell it to.
Oh, never mind then. Turtle alarm clock.
Yeah. Some people
Yeah,
have it.
I would like to just sneakily meander all the way down the hallway Down
Okay.
to
Which
that door that
which route are you taking? Can you ping for me? You're going down.
Yeah, straight in front of like all the quickest route from my door.
So your door's there, so you're then gonna go south and then across.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you're gonna
No,
try
I'm
and get
front of
into the
the
Bexley
art
Suite.
room?
Oh no! I don't want to go through there.
Oh,
I wanted
right.
to-
I was just gonna say that would
Yeah.
be difficult.
I want to go out of my door there and ping in like down this like in front of everybody's. Yeah.
Okay.
Down to.
So along the top and then down. Okay. Can you give me a sneak roll?
I am.
Because you specifically said you want to sneak.
Yes, I want to do this quiet like. Do. Where is sneak?
Okay. Borgvard, you get to about outside the north suite and you're tentatively creeping. And you look up and Arthur's there with his gun looking out
Probably
over the
pointed
balcony.
at him. Probably pointed. Did I hear him or?
No, you did not.
Oh.
But he's looking out over the balcony. What do you want to
Which
do?
direction is he looking?
South.
Like outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the big windows are in front of him to the front of the hall.
Keep going.
You gotta try and keep going. Give me another stealth roll.
If I roll enough, I'll succeed eventually.
No, you're not.
So I'm getting better.
Getting
Arthur,
closer.
you hear to your left that someone is approaching.
Spin to the left, point gun, center of mass again.
Okay, you see Borgvard creeping in the
Jesus,
hallway.
I do. At this point, I've seen him, but then I've gone. Not my monkeys, not my circus. I'm going to what I'm doing. So I don't see him pointing his gun at me.
Okay.
Jesus,
Just gets-
Bob, what the fuck are you doing at this point?
Do you always have the gun, like, out?
Look, I've just had a very weird night. My room was fucking.
My night was quite lovely. I'm just
Oh,
interested.
that's good
in
for you,
something
you
here.
posh cunt. Look,
My English isn't so good. I didn't understand.
Yeah, I was
those
gonna say,
words.
give me an English roll.
Oh,
the intent was there.
Man. English.
You definitely understand what he just said to you.
No.
You've heard a lot of swears on the battlefield, and trying to get around command, sometimes people spoke in different languages, so you know exactly what he just called you.
I'm just gonna like stand there for a second, and be like, right.
Look, I just woke up to find my bedroom under an inch of water.
Can I look into the bedroom and see if there's any water in there?
Of course you can, there is no water.
It's gone now, but like, look,
If there was water in here, wouldn't it still be wet?
Borgvard, have you noticed that some things going on right now aren't entirely normal?
I haven't seen
How loud are they speaking?
anything
'Cause
that
I'm
you're
in like the next
It's all
room.
completely normal to me.
Borgvard, for God's
It's a
sake.
lovely small town. Some people are pretty poor.
Forrest,
I throw
give
the
me
money
a,
around. I met a nice
listen
woman
check.
last night. Might
Borgvard,
might ring her
Oh.
later.
Borgvard, I really don't want to shoot you right now, but you really... Look.
The only
Well-
thing I saw was a
Fast
really
asleep.
zippy butler.
And you didn't... Damn it. Right.
I wanted to
I
look
like to
into
sleep
the
through a wall for crying out loud.
Yep.
I wanted to look into the sneaky butler before, but nobody wanted to, so I'm going now.
Yeah, but... Yeah, I saw...
Don't pay no attention to that cat butt on the screen.
I know. I think I also saw what you think is the sneaky butler or whatever.
Let's go look for the sneaky butler.
I know. Right. Look.
Are you too terribly busy with your pistol and your balcony?
Borgvard. Remember my comment about the gun?
And your
It's a
boy's
revolver.
floor?
Artemis, give me a listen.
I'm gonna touch the floor just to make sure it's not moist.
What was that, sorry?
I need to do a listen.
For your unnamed set.
Pretty good at hearing.
I'm stage
Still
whispering.
asleep.
No,
We're
no
keeping
good
it
enough.
down.
Okay.
It's through a wall that used to be the exterior wall of the property. It's...
Oh. Oh, because it's been expanded.
So it could take a cannon shell and it'd still be singing.
Yeah, you'd have to be hearing it through multiple doors, essentially.
This cat's butt is taking up 98% of my mouse pad right now.
Clearly you need a bigger mouse pad.
I just decide again. Look, Borgvard. So this sneaky butler, as you call it, which you saw a fast black shape, right?
Please let me do
I've seen a lot of servants in my time. I've never seen one move that fast.
Yes.
I don't know if it's just an English thing, but in Norway they don't move very quickly.
Make another listen check.
It's not an English thing. At least not my part of England.
Let's go.
Well, look, can I at least explain this before we go? Look.
You already explained it. You thought you
Lord Forrest, you hear talking outside your room, sounding one of which sounds very Norwegian.
Oh God, it's Borgvard. Okay, I go out.
You just hear like snippets of me.
What the actual F are you two doing at this time in the morning?
We're sneaking.
That was a guy. Arthur looks like he's contemplating throwing Borgvard off the balcony.
But right now, Forrest is contemplating throwing you both off the frigging balcony.
Look. So you may be aware weird shit's happening.
Really?
He doesn't get it.
People just happen to be sneaking on a bloody balcony at 2 in the frigging morning.
Is everything okay for sirs? And with that, you all jump round, and Clifton is just stood there, in not in his full tails, but he's still got a shirt waistcoat on.
Cliffy,
he's just kind of
thank God, a voice of reason in this sea of chaos. Can you help me get these two back to their rooms before they wake the entire house up?
Although I would advise that people maybe stay in their rooms, I am not one to force anybody. The house is for people to come and go through and do what they like with. I am merely a conduit of this house.
Cliffy, you're not being very helpful right now, buddy.
Clifton is the house.
I mean, sorry, Clifton. I just nighttime terrors, and I thought to go for a small
however, ask maybe if Master Byron, you leave the gun in your room.
Yes, my apologies. For force of habit.
You might want to look into the plumbing of the house. He was complaining about moisture.
Moisture?
Yes.
Drink so much before he goes to bed at night.
That's what I suggested too, but I couldn't find any.
Arthur just storms off to his room and just shut the door.
Okay.
If the plumbing problem, he knocks the door. If the plumbing problem persists,
it's all right, Clifton. Go to bed.
Very well. Can I do anything for you too?
You going to bed?
Yes.
Are you gonna then?
Hold on.
Then I turn around and I walk away.
Very well, sir.
Thank you, Cliffy. Good night.
He just nods and walks away.
I go back to my room.
Bolford, are you actually going back to your room?
No.
Okay, give me another stealth check, because Clifton's walking the same
Alright,
direction you are.
The cat is now taking up 99.9% of the mouse pad, so... Hang on. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. It's not working.
Maybe just use the cat itself.
Yeah, there you go.
That's how Ben lost his eye.
Okay.
Got the fumble.
So, Borgvard.
I waited until Clifton walked around the corner, and then immediately that second came back out and started going.
So Clifton passes you at the top of the stairs. You've hidden around the corner, and you go to whip round back down that corridor, and one of the suits of armor at the top of the stairs is nudged, hits Clifton, and then tumbles down the stairs. Everybody in the house may give me a listen check, because
Even if you didn't ask, I would have rolled it anyway.
How
I'm
can
still
I not
awake.
hear that? I'm awake.
Oh, I can't hear anything.
Oh,
yeah, I
should-
mean,
So, question.
Oh, I totally heard that.
Hartwell, you heard a suit of armor fall down the stairs. Artemis, you heard a lot of metal clanging. Willem, you hear crashing in the distant part of the house. Byron, you heard a suit of armor fall down the stairs, and then some swearing from Clifton.
I'm going straight back out to see what's going on.
I get back up again. God sake.
Borgvard, you are
Yeah.
being sworn at by the most reserved man of the house. He's like,
Bogbard, what did you do this time?
I'll run out to the upstairs balcony.
okay.
I go down to help Clifton.
What do I
Yeah.
see from like standing sort of here?
Yeah, I want to investigate as well. Even if I have to go through a couple of.
Did you put on
doors.
your dressing gown?
Dressing gown? Yes, I did.
I need to
Wait,
check.
did I?
No.
Heck. Where was it? Where did I put it down when I went to
d-
bed? Probably. I think I would have grabbed it. I think even in an emergency.
Yeah.
I might not have done it up
Roll.
yet.
Roll.
Roll for it.
It's the easiest way to decide.
What do you want me
If
to
don't
roll?
decide. But I will let you be the judge. You're hurried. It's a hurried situation. Like, intelligence.
What's the best
What-
chance of me getting away with this?
I don't. There's so many things that I could roll, and none of them seem to kind of.
It's about thought process and memory. I'd say intelligence or something that spurs off that kind of thing.
Okay, I'm very intelligent.
I know. I'm trying to help you as much as possible here.
I'm pretty intelligent.
Yeah, you
I would have
managed.
found my dressing gown.
Yeah, you found the dressing
Just see
gown
the
very
picture of your cat
quickly.
with his mouse on its back, and it's just like, yeah.
You found the and from there you see Arthur and Forrest also walk out their room and look to the left towards the main staircase, and you now see the back of Clifton berating the Norwegian fellow who has just pushed a relatively priceless piece of armor down the staircase, whilst trying to.
Well, it's
brush
made
past
out
him.
of metal. It's supposed to be hit with weapons. I'm sure it could take a slight fall.
Are you alright, Clifton?
Bogbard!
What on earth is going on?
You also see Lady Bexley across the hall with a candlestick, like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Sorry, Artemis, she's shouting this across the thing. Artemis, sorry, excuse my French and poor manners, but you sound like you're trying to rob the place. What is going on?
Maddie,
Oh,
go
and
back
she's
to
like,
bed.
yeah.
Me and Clifton will take care of it.
You really should
She-
work on the stands
she
for these
just-
things. They fall
Shut
over
up,
at the breadth
Bogbard.
of a hat.
Bogbard, shut up and go back to bed.
I'm very tired.
Good.
Byron, if he doesn't go back to his room, you shoot him.
Sadly.
Lady
concur.
Bexley has just kind of stood across, watching. Willem now appears, just like. Everyone is kind of up.
yeah,
Bobby,
just
actually.
look at him and
Bobby,
just go,
you notice that there's
just
a
look at
couple
Willem
of.
and just go, Bogbard.
There's a couple of other wait staff and servants in like pajamas and stuff on the bottom floor, like below the balcony, like, and a very relatively angry Clifton points them to start picking up the relatively expensive piece of armor, circa 1500, that was on a stand at the top of the stairs. But yes, so
I indicate Borgvard to his room with clearly malicious and possibly violent intent.
Borgvard, what are you doing?
Going to my room. Wondering how I can still do this stealth.
Borgvard,
Oh, you're
I'm
an
really
evil
bad
bastard.
night.
Would you just?
you don't want to see what happens when I get impatient.
Let him do a roll
I'm
if he's
luckily on
trying.
the other
Let him
side
do
of
a
this-
roll if he's trying to do a roll. I've directed this at him.
Okay. If I went the other way out of my room, and then across to the balcony,
No,
where
won't work.
what's his face was.
But it won't work because there's between the south suite and the parlor, there's an opening. You can't cross there.
Yeah, no,
There's
but he could go
balcony
from
going
the
across.
balcony door down and then out the parlor front door and along. You could, in theory, do that. Yes.
What if I'm gonna wait an hour
Okay.
and I'm going that way?
All right. Everyone
That's
has
how we
gone
lost
back to
Borgvard.
bed.
So that's how we lost Borgvard.
Borgvard,
I never woke up.
you wait an
Yep.
hour.
Yeah, I'm waiting an hour.
Give me a stealth check.
I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can't roll any better, worse than the last time.
Oh, you can. You can.
Famous
you
last
totally
words.
Ah!
I was really hoping for a fumble. So, Borgvard, you go in. You go across into the parlor, and in the parlor is two of the wait staff. They look to be tidying up, or servant staff.
Who's there any more of that delicious carrot cake left?
One of them, sort of bleary-eyed, goes, I think so. Would you like us to get some, sir?
Look at those eyes.
I've changed my mind. I'm full, and I go back to bed.
Okay. Good night, sir. What is this like a custom in Norway? You mean Norway? Yeah. I don't know. And you've gone back to bed. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, finally, I have one more person to come to.
What's that, 4 failed rolls? Statistically, I should have gotten one of those.
Mr. Quirk.
Oh, join the club.
Hello.
It's probably about 4 a.m. when you wake up. But you wake up. And something feels off about your room. Give me a spot hidden.
Is it all the pink? That's not what it is.
I mean, other than
Possibly, but give me the spot hidden. Yep, there's no way you could fail this, even though that says a fail. That I was not looking for something very hard. It takes you a bit longer than you think you really should have, but you finally catch onto it. The end of your bed, looking at you, is a doll.
Mhm.
Sat
Check it
on
out.
the end of your bed, staring at you with black beaded eyes.
Don't do creepy dolls.
Has curly ginger hair, a little sailor's hat on, and
course
a
it's
little
ginger.
and a little naval uniform. Smiling.
Okay.
Fucking hate this house.
It has like what is it called? Like it's made of what looks to be porcelain, but it's staring at you. It was not there when you went to bed.
I'm trying to think what I'd probably do for this.
Yeah, I'll give you a moment.
I'll sit up or get out of bed and just walk around the room.
Are you breaking eye contact with the doll?
Well, I presume I would be if I'm getting out of bed.
Okay.
It's a
You-
way big hate room.
I'm
When-
looking around the room, so
Okay. When you get up, give me another spot hidden for the room. Okay. The cupboard doors to the wardrobe are wide open. And you like, oh, that's weird. You look back at the doll. The doll is turned around. It's now not facing where you were sleeping. It's facing the door of the wardrobe.
the wardrobe door.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably close the wardrobe doors.
You gotta go close the wardrobe door.
This is what I would do, yeah. Go close the door.
Okay, you go up and close the wardrobe door. Give me another spot hidden. Okay. You don't know how you didn't see this before, but past the clothes in the door, something catches your eye. And, is that a light behind the clothes?
Oh, fuck.
There seems to be some sort of light source behind the clothes.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Is there any heavy furniture in the room?
Any heavy furniture in the room? Everything's wood. There's chair. It's not massive. It's like a desk chair, like as in like a dining room sort of chair, rather than like a big plush cushioned chair. It's about as. But there's a desk.
You said earlier that it was quite a reasonably smallish wardrobe. After I'd had a look in there.
It looks to be a smallish wardrobe. The doors aren't small.
I'm not going inside the wardrobe, so I'm gonna close the doors and then prop the proper chair up against the doors.
Okay. You do so.
Close.
And you turn back around, and the doll has gone.
Mm-hmm.
And you sit down on your bed, go back in, and the doll is now sat on the chair that you propped up against the doors.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't know, this is the point where I normally burn this entire fucking house down and never come back.
Fucking Chucky is what it is.
Chucky's kawaii cousin.
My name is Talking Tina, and I'm going to kill you.
What would you like to do, Bobby?
Smash the doll.
Smash the doll.
I was just gonna look at the doll. I was like, stop that, would you?
Give me a moment.
I was like being haunted by this thing. It's like, oh, could you not? Like,
the doll loses like energy and sort of slumps over.
Oh, Jesus.
At least it's a
What's
polite
this?
demon.
Just sort of like, alright, thank you. And, I'm probably just gonna sit in bed with the.
Bobby's the world's most unfazed man.
Read for a bit.
You're gonna stay up and read for a bit, okay?
Yeah.
Give me a listen check. Okay, you sit and read for a while. It's a really nice book about the endeavours of the HMS Victory around the Battle of Trafalgar. And you're really into it. And give me another spot hidden. Yeah, you're really enjoying the book. Yeah. And you look over, you think, I've read this for long enough, my nerves are cooled. You look back at the wardrobe door, and it is wide open again. The chair has been pushed aside, and the doll is nowhere to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
There is still a light emitting from the
I'm
wardrobe.
going to get up and I'm going to leave the room. And I'm going to head into the parlour and sit in there.
Okay. About this time, it's probably about 5 a.m., 6 a.m. The parlour's quiet, but at least there aren't any dolls. And with Wednesday morning dawning on the horizon, we'll leave it there for this week. So, thank you everybody for watching.
Sorry, I just needed that.
Thank you everybody for watching this week. Join us. Oh, is it next Saturday we're taking off?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so join us in 2 weeks' time for the continuation of this, where we will finally enter Wednesday and continue the mystery. But thank you all for coming. We will see you then. Don't forget to support the various creators that are around the desk here. We have Rival Zone Gaming, who is about to hit 1k subscribers, so if you would be so kind to go subscribe to his YouTube channel and get him to that threshold, that'd be great. Ben, obviously, you do a lot of Twitch and you have 2 YouTube channels, you greedy bastard. Go support. That's Benjamin Magnus Games, if you want to find his content. We got Muztavoost, he does both YouTube and Twitch. If you type in Muzz, I'm sure you'll find it. That's M-U-S. If you want to put in the rest, it's T-E-W-O-E-S-T. You've also got Paracomedian. She streams a lot of much more fun and light-hearted games than this.
That's what you think.
Well, I mean...
Frustrating games. Very angry.
I think Crash Bandicoot and Abe's Odyssey is a bit different to Call of Cthulhu.
There's some creepy shit, let me tell you.
I mean, okay. Kazoo, you stream every now and then. That's at Kazoo Raptor on Twitch.
Starting tomorrow even, so I'm playing Dark Souls. That's going to be fun!
I don't know.
Why do you do that to yourself? And
I hate myself.
And I am Midgeman. You can find me at youtube.com/The Midgeman's World or on Twitch as Midgeman. And we will see you in 2 weeks' time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.